I'm back, everybody. Hello. It's time for some Astroneer. Let's get into it. Look, we're already doing Astroneer. Isn't that awesome? Already there and ready to rock. We're also ready to do a battle. Let's get back to Astroneer here in just a second. Let's go ahead and do that battle. We'll come right back to it. To battle. All right, battle time. I was off taking care of some IRL stuff, but do me a huge favor, look down below the stream there, make sure it does say Astroneer, because sometimes it gets messed up. So I'll put a 1 in the chat if you do see it, or you can use your yes emote if you are a subscriber in there as well. Huh. Doesn't say it's updated. Oh no, another fail. I think this thing failed to update. Hold on, let me click it a few more times. There we go, alright. It was failed to update on mine. Now it's good. Alright, thank you, appreciate it. Again, I press it, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you got to press it like 5 times. All right, well, hey, we're doing a lot of fail up in here. Let's try to stop that by bringing in the big guns. Again, you got to put down a lot of units, everybody, because we got a big resistance here. Let's try this side this time. I'm going to go ahead and put down my tank. We're going to run out there and try to get you guys a big old W. Let's go. All right, now here we are, back to the wonderful Astroneer. It's one of my favorite games, everybody. Really, really exceptionally well done. As you can see, last time we made just, a couple containers here. We got a little bit of a messy base here. We're going to clean this thing up at some point. I always feel like my base is in a constant state of cleaned up, messy, cleaned up, messy, cleaned up, messy, all the time. And what we want to do is think about what do we want to do with all of our stuff here, right? We want to go ahead and get to a point where we are starting to convert, speaking of, a lot of our resources. And we also want to start collecting a ton of power and whatnot that we can start to power all of this stuff up. And you can see that we've got various resources here that we got going. We got some tables back here that we could probably be cleaning this up a little bit. Let's unlock a few of these tables here. Get these onto the table. There we go. And now we got a little stacking place for our resources here. And we can kind of stack those up nicely. Clean that up a little bit. This is a terrarium that we need to keep on our ship over here. Like that. Because we need to go to another planet to get that going on. And then we've got some gas canisters here. This has hydrogen in it. Let's get these tables open. That one. Well, let's just go ahead and do a little bit of cleanup here. Like this. Put that there. Maybe this over here, just for temporary. And what this does, it allows us to kind of clean up any of these extra resources that we have. Like we have right here, lithium, carbon, aluminum, and this is iron. And then over here we have compound. Now if we have compound laying around anywhere, which I don't really see, then we could go ahead and get that merged together. But I see some zinc there. And what else do we got over here? We've got some sulfurite, which needs to be converted over here. We converted all of our glass. Very nice. So let's go ahead and get our copper out of there. Put this here. Let's go ahead and run one of these. And then stop. Now, if you roll over south right here, it'll tell you that it's zinc, right? So the nice thing is we already have some zinc over here. Let's move our vehicle back out of the way there. We already have some refined zinc right here that we can put inside this container. And now that's what I call primed, right? It's primed, meaning that it already has that zinc in there. And thus we can go ahead and keep these processing, and it will automatically drop in there now. So we can just go ahead and let this run. It'll automatically run out and then run in to that over there. So very nice, very easy. This one's done. This is a bunch of glass. And this is what you're looking to do, everybody. You're looking to get tons and tons of resources all kind of stacked up over there and good to go. So let's make this one copper. Now, if you notice it popped out the bottom there, that's because our copper because I had set to output. And so when I put it in, it just turned right around and tried to output it. Now we got some more zinc over here that we could just put on top of here. Merge it with that other zinc that we have. What do we got over here? Tungsten. All right, tungsten's a good one. That's a fairly tougher one. We got some copper here. Let's consolidate that. What do we got here? Solid fuel thruster. Okay. Oh, and we got these bovine seeds. I kind of feel like I want to plant this sucker out here and see what happens. Plant it away from our base. Plant it away from the base. Okay, and let's go ahead and take this, move it over here. What do we got here? Oh, we got some rubber. Right there. What do we got out here? We've got organic. Okay. Now we're getting organized. Any more canisters laying around? I see that my research has stopped. So I can put these in there, and then we can go ahead and get a research back up and running. That's auto-researching, by the way. It's grabbing all of those little things and running it over there. And then it just keeps running into here. Now, I actually could do a lot more of those. But really, the main problem right now is power. And I really need to think about how I've got all my stuff organized. And I need to think about how I'm doing my power. So let's put our vehicle over there. Let's get all of these over here. And we need to think about how we can... that can go right up there. And this is synced here as well. And so how can we organize all of this? And that's really the purpose of these kind of canisters, is to help you organize all of your materials. I'm going to put rubber in that one. That over there. What else do we got? We've got some ceramic that we could work on. So let's get one over here. What we did is we collected a bunch of materials that allow us to make a bunch of these canisters, which then allows us to organize all of our stuff. Now, we don't have a lot of ammonium right now, but, you know, a little bit will get us started. And the same thing here with our rubber. And then, what do we got over here? Plastic. Okay, plastic's another good one. Now, what I try to do is I try to organize my stuff based on its kind of tier level, right? Based on its overall need. Now, something like rubber would be a higher tier item. Same thing with ammonium. Same thing with tungsten. Tungsten comes from another planet, so that definitely would want to do that. Organic, I would put that as a basic. Compound, I would put next to that. Glass and copper need to be refined. I would probably put aluminum with that. With these ones, because these are all found underground and need to be refined. Iron comes from a different planet. Lithium, different planet. Carbon, I would consider that a basic option, because that comes from organic, even though it needs to be refined from organic to carbon. And then the other one is the one that you're always out of, and you're always looking for right here, especially early game, is the resin. So there we go. Got those nicely organized by kind of element level. Now, over here, we've got a bunch of random resources. Oh, there's some more copper. Throw that over there. That is copper. What do you know? Now, this is really a high-tier item, which is steel. Ammonium, which I think we put over there. Yes, we did. This is a higher-end item, steel. And then we have some scrap here. Let's try to consolidate all this stuff. We got a trailer there. We've got a packager we can put on here. Hopefully not actually where it packages it. And then ceramic. Hey, look how much nicer this is, right? You're getting your stuff all cleaned up, looking good. Now, laying around here somewhere is our scrapper thing. There it is, over here. Now, this little scrapper thing does not work on these ones, right? So if you try to put those in there, it doesn't go over the top of it. But there are larger scrappers that you can use. We're about 2,000 here. I think right about now is a good time to get into some scrapping. So let's go ahead and look at our large scrapper and see how much it would take to get that going on. I always forget where it is. They moved all this stuff around at some point. I don't even remember now. There it is. So we need about 5,000 for the larger one. But while we're waiting for the larger one, let's go ahead and take a look at the medium one. Oh, and we just got that one. Now, you might notice that the medium, on the medium printer, it actually calls it the large shredder. I don't know. Some of these names are a little confusing because of their level and whatnot. But we're going to go ahead and say large shredder. And I'll unlock all the shredders at some point, everybody. But right now we'll go large shredder. So we need exochip, iron, and tungsten carbonide. Ah, darn sneezing. Excuse me, everybody. Hey, Boss X Coder, thanks for hanging out. And thanks, everybody, for having my back, by the way. There's 1,000 Kids Couch for watching that title. Appreciate you. Big time. Okay, so then over here, we're going to look at what we got. We got some more graphite and whatnot over here. Now, I can just put this down here, and if it's the same thing, then it will go up there. But as you can see, it doesn't go up there because this looks like graphite, but it's not. It's lithium, and this is graphite. So if we go over here, we grab our container, we throw it on there. It automatically grabs whatever's free and puts that on there. Same thing if we go over here and we put this right here on this same table with all of this, it'll automatically choose to grab the ceramic in that case. We'll put the ceramic back there, and then we'll grab another one. Now the trick is to keep all of the same stuff of the same type together. Let's see which one it chooses now. Chose scrap in that case. Okay, put that there. And then one more over here. And there we go. And now the steel went into that one. Now steel is one of your highest end items. Oh, actually we don't need to do that. Is one of your highest end items. Now at the rate we're at now, and we have all these other things that are falling off the side here. This actually, we could use one of these for that. Let's get all this stuff off the ground. Tidy this place up a little bit. There we go. Very nice. Put that there. And then we'll grab another one of these. Make it useful right over there. Okay, now this is our chemistry lab. And this is where we make our high-end stuff, right? And so if we want to make some tungsten carbonide, we're going to need some tungsten and some carbon. So that's pretty self-explanatory there. This is plastic, which I thought already had some. Maybe I just never put it over here. You know, plastic, rubber, things of that nature. I would put all that stuff together for sure. Okay, now we got any more? Yeah, look, we got a little bit more random resources over here. And a great way to, like, organize this is to put this onto a table. Let's say there. We'll take this off temporarily. And then we can just grab the resources that go along with that thing, like in this case, steel, right? And it will automatically grab that item off of there. Or we can just manually put it in there. Oh, that's carbon, not ceramic. What did I do with ceramic here? There we go. See how very cool. Now you can automate this as well, where it will automatically put it away where it goes. But I find this incredibly okay, not the correct thing I want to put there, but whatever. Incredibly brilliant way of doing this, everybody. Just so smart. So instead of having to put it in the individual one, which that would have been fairly easy to do the individual one, but if you have a whole bunch of them, that's a great way to go in there and then just get the stuff off of here. Now, what we can do with all this little stuff that we're not using, all of these solid fuels and trailers and all of that stuff, we can go in and we can try to put, let's say, that way. We can try to put this in here, but the problem is anything that's packaged does not go into the thing, right? So if you have it packaged, then it won't go. But if I unpackage it, it's going to be too big for that particular item. But we're going to come back to that here in just a second. So we're going to go ahead and run this out. Let's turn it this way a little bit. There we go. Grab the carbon. And now what we need is we need some tungsten so we can make tungsten carbonide. We have tungsten. There we go. Run that out. Grab it. Run it back in again. Then because it's in our backpack, it will automatically grab it off our backpack when we say to start, and it will go ahead and start that up. Now, you have a lot of these little 3D printers. So I have a large 3D printer there. I have a medium here, and then also smalls, which made all of that. And now that we can go ahead and make this large shredder, so we need iron, and we need an exochip. Now, exochips are the things you find while you're wandering around. Like I have another one right there. Man, I got to find some more of them. I got to find some more. I'm running out. Oh, no, I got a bunch over here. Let's move these over here. Let's move these over here so I don't go away. I don't have any exochips. There we go. And we'll flatten that out nicely. There we go. Okay. So we got that organized. And of course, always the main thing that you're looking for is power. Really in any of these type of games. Because this thing right here, this atmosphere condenser, just absolutely consumes a ton of power. For sure. Let's find our iron. Let's go ahead and rotate this so we can see the front of it. Actually, let's just do that. Let's just do that with the rest of these as well while we're at it. Now, it's nice to see it from the side so you can see how much is in there. But if you don't care how much is in there and you just want to run them out and then grab it, then you want to turn it so the little outputs are facing you. In this case, did I get that? I did not get it. All right, let's get this iron. And so basically it's like a dispenser, right? It's just like sitting there and you grab out what you need. And so we'll get our tongues in. We got our iron and our chip. And now when we run over here, notice it's no longer red. It automatically grab it out of our backpack. And it's now going to make us a nice large shredder. Now about this point, I suggest to have a shredder. And to get that going on, because you're going to have a lot of extra resources that you don't really need. And a lot of stuff laying around that you could probably just grind up. So we're going to get our grind on over here, everybody. We're going to get it going and get it going on. All right, let's go ahead and put this back over here. Let's move our resources back a bit. And then we got those tidied up. And really, this is always my goal. Oh, that's locked. This is always my goal, is to get my stuff organized at some point. Let's take this off. Let's put this here. Let's see. This is for my vehicle. Let's go over here and put this on the vehicle. Oh, we actually got some stuff down here. More iron. Look at that. More iron hiding down there. And again, trying to consolidate all this together. There's some copper there. I think it was that one. Yep. Then also now we got our gases we can put in there. And now we have our shredder. Nice. And there we go. It's not quite as big as the really big one, but it's pretty big. And it's big enough to do this. What it's going to do is it's going to go ahead and grind that up. And I'm going to go ahead and take this one out of the front. Plastic. Put that over there. Now, one of the things that I would do is... let's see, where'd I put that plastic? Way back there. Is make it so you can put resources on the table and then have it automatically go into its various different boxes there, or things. Or if you want to run it out, you can run it out and then basically pick up what you need. So we're just going to go ahead and grind a few of these up, because we're not going to need any of this stuff, and it's just kind of uglying up our base now. And we'll get all that into there. Solid fuel thruster. You know, I think we need the horn in the long run, so we'll keep the horn. We'll get rid of this. We're going to need the packager, so that we'll keep. Put that up there. And all right, now we got a whole line of these we're doing. Now, as we go along, and let's move some of these canisters out of the way, we're going to get this kind of scrap item. And we already got a canister going for that scrap item. I think it's right here. And so what we can do is we can put that there and just put the canister there. As it fills up, it'll just automatically go into the canister. How are we doing over here? More zinc. All right, let's add zinc to our stack of resources. We got an empty one there. There we go. Now, while we're running that one, we can also get rid of some of this other stuff, like small canisters. I love this mechanic, by the way. Brilliant, brilliant idea to be able to go in and just get rid of all your little excess stuff. You can also go around the world and clean the world up. You're just going to need to make sure that you got some power going on. You can see I've got a bunch of batteries here, a few things that I've unlocked from the storyline. We've been kind of playing by the storyline for the most part, and now we're kind of deviating from the main quest line, and now just kind of doing what we want to do. going at the speed that we want to go. And same thing over here. Now, if there's anything actually on the thing when you put it in there, to go flying off there as well. Any other extra stuff? I thought I put some extra stuff over here. But that's kind of blocking. That's kind of blocking this on purpose to keep it from putting the excess in here. One of the things that it doesn't do is this thing right here won't automatically grab stuff off the tables, which everything else works that way, but the research center does not. It'd be nice if they made that do that. That would make it a lot easier. And there we go. All right, looking good. And we'll just put our extra printer over there. And we'll go ahead. Actually, here's a better idea. We'll do this. Move the batteries over here. Take these batteries and move it over here. Put that there. Printer here. We'll grab these off of here. Move them down this way. See how I did that? Oh, that stuff drives me crazy. There we go. Good place for that. We probably don't need these over here anymore, so we can just keep kind of stacking this with power. When I get enough power, I will then start to remove all of this stuff and just put little mini power there. Or if I get a medium, you put a medium there. And then I can just start kind of cleaning up the place a little bit. And get that. And we've got a space for 2 more stuff there. We've got this one we could probably get rid of now. We could put this in between. Disconnect this. Oh, hello. This into here. And that into there. The reason why you want to do that is because this is chaining all the way back, because this one is chaining the power from over here, and then it's chaining into the shelter, and then from the shelter it's going down the line here. So you definitely want to make sure that you continue that. Otherwise, all of this stuff over here is going to stop running. For sure. We've got a bit of organic and stuff. Oh, our backpack is full. All right, let's go over here and do a little sorting. We know where our exo chip goes. What's this? This is aluminum alloy. This is an oxygen filter. Don't necessarily need to keep that. So let's go ahead and put that into there. Now, solid fuel thruster, we can go ahead and unpackage that like that, and then just go ahead and grind that up. Now, also out here, I'm sure we have some extra fuel thrusters that we didn't really have any further need for because it's all been busted. Now, we can also click on this debris here, and what it does, it makes a little debris backpack. We can pick up all this kind of other random loot. Can't do anything with that one. But some of this stuff, the little stuff, you can just click on. I just click on everything. Then I create like a little, like a salvage dump area where I just dump all that stuff for later when we get a bigger one. I think we could actually probably salvage these up. Let's go see. Some of them require the really big salvager. Like this one over here, that would require the very, very big one. But let's see if we can get away with this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we could definitely do that one. This one? Oh, yeah. Awesome. Man, it does. It grinds those up quick. Look at this. Now we are really shaping this place up. Now, I don't need solid fuel threads. By the way, you can actually ignite that. It'll take off. You want to see? Let's do it. I was way up there in the sky. There's another one up there somewhere. Just for fun. Now it's going to float around the top of the planet forever. Oh, well. All part of the fun. Okay, what do we got here? These are all medium canisters. We don't want to get rid of those. We want to get rid of some of this stuff. Now, one of the problems with your trailer, if I do unpackage that, there's another solid fuel thruster. With the trailer and the tractor is I cannot just unpackage it and put it into the packager. I learned that also with the spaceships. You know, you got your smaller spaceships. You can't just take those and just scrap them because it won't let you put it in the thing. So what you got to do is you got to break them, then scrap them. That was taking a while. While that one's going, let's go over here. We're going to make a big mess. Any other ones? All those. Any other stuff? Now you can see over here we've got more stuff we could grab and scrap. Really fun to put on your vehicle and drive around and scrap a bunch of stuff. It's kind of like, you know, doing a little public service. A little public service work. Now I'm going to park that right there. What else do I have on me here? Let's go ahead and put that in there. Let's go to our little small one here, and we'll put that in there. And we got our little trumpet. Put that over there with our gear. What else can we get rid of? We can get rid of this. That there, and then our small solar. Get this out of here, and then solar there. Very nice. All right, now we can go ahead and reactivate our research there, our auto research. And later on, by the way, we'll move that auto research up to a much higher end planet. So when it's pulling that auto research, it'll give us enough to unlock everything in the game. Put that over there. Let's do our okay, or not. Let's do our solid fuel thruster first, since that takes a while. We got our extractor there that we want to use. We've also got this new item, which is our Xeno lab. And we have a bunch of debris sitting around over here as well. And we're going to use that here in a second. More debris here. Now, to get to some of the debris, you got to click on it and get it to be separated from the ground. Some of this you can pick up and carry with you. There's a little landing pod. Put your little landing pod in there. I think that's cool. I dig all that stuff. I think it's neato. Make another scrap. There we go. What else we got? We got more of this and this. And I like to put it on the ground so I can remember I'm working on it. All right, look at that. Shapely. Very shapely up in here. Now we're cleaning this place up a bit. A few more of these little things. Okay, now we want to take this and then all of this. Go out here and make a big hole in the ground. I don't know how many of these I'm going to get, but hopefully enough of them to where I don't have to have these things sitting around in my base. Hold on one second, everybody. Got an AFK for just a sec. Be right back. You can't hear me. There we go. Hello, I'm back, everybody. Sorry I had to take that phone call there. I need to take care of business. This is for my tax peeps. I had to make an appointment to go in and do my taxes. All right, and now we're getting somewhere. So what we're doing, everybody, is we're stacking all this stuff together. Hey, Ems, what's up? Thanks for being in the stream. Appreciate all of you. Bless you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so we're going to take that dynamite. We're going to stick it on the one here in the center. We're going to hope to get all of that in one shot. Let's go. Detonate. Which one did we get? We only got the one. Oh, well, I tried. Well, that's how it goes, everybody. I tried. So I got the debris of that one. I was hoping it would destroy the ones around it, but that was a big fat no, as we discovered. And so we literally have to put dynamite on each and every one of them. There's some over there. On each and every one of them to blow that up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave them out there and then pretend like I don't know that they're there. That's what I'm going to do. Now, see how big this one is, everybody? This one is obviously way too big to put that in there. So we're going to take it. We're going to put it out here with this other big one. and eventually scrap that up later on. But we did get a little bit of scrap here, so we go ahead and take this one. Put it in there. There we go. And I'll show you why I'm doing all this scrapping here in just a moment. Had stream open a while, but my niece was watching YouTube vids as well, and now she's gone to bed. Well, there you go. There you go, Ems. That's how it goes sometimes. Let's do a battle. To battle! All right, battle time. Let's go. Let's blow it up. I'm gonna grind these up while you guys are watching that battle. I feel like that's about it. I think we got this looking sharp. Looking very, very sharp. That is a nice clean base. All right, looking good, looking good. Get my vehicle out of the hole that it's in. There we go. You can't see any of this because you're watching that battle right there. But after this battle's over... Oh, no! What the heck? Oh, no! We're just not doing good today, are we? Oh, boy. Only had 22 units. Well, we might have to start this level over with now. I think I have one more token. All right, one more try. Otherwise, we have to start this whole thing open now. Here's what I want you to do, everybody. Follow that link that's going to pop up in the chat. Put down as many units as you can. If you only put 1 unit down, you probably just cost us that win. Now, I don't know why we're losing, but let's just evaluate what's going on here. What's going on here? We got level 20s coming in from over there. We tried over here, and we tried over here. I had my tank. Did we have enough healers? I wasn't paying attention. That was my bad. All right, I'm going to pull my tank out again. Maybe we'll go center line this time, right? Let's go center line left. Look at someone already put a unit down anyway. Center line left. Yeah, now gather around me, everybody. Now put down as many units as you can. Remember, the more units you put down, the more chance we have to win. And if you only put 1 down, then that means that you could have just cost that battle. I think about 4 or 5 more units there. We could have had to win. So I want to see at least, let's see how many last time, 22. Let's say at least 35 units here. Now, if we get below 35 units and we keep losing, then I'm just going to cancel it for today until we can muster enough strength to keep those battles going. But you guys decide. Again, it doesn't matter what units you put down. You put down low-level units. Each of those units does help out in the long run. All right, so there you go. Let's get back to it. Okie dokie. Let's see. We got that going. We got that. We did all of that. We cleaned up all this excess stuff. And now we looking good. Now we're ready to kind of organize all of our stuff that we have going here. And I've been kind of coming straight off of this here. So let's go ahead and work with that a little bit. Let's go ahead and disconnect this a little bit. I'm going to be kind of disconnecting a little bit and trying to line up a bit of my stuff here off of itself. Kind of in a nice straight row. Or maybe I'll make a secondary row. That's a good question. This is not straight, by the way. That is not straight. Let's straighten that out a little bit. Back a little bit more. All right, it's straighter. It's not going to be truly straight because you can see that the cable is just a little bit bent. And so what you got to do is just kind of walk it backwards or walk it forward to try to get it as straight as you can. And then we're going to go ahead and go here. Now, these are going to be all my little processing units, and I'm going to try to move them a little closer together so I don't have to walk as far in the long run. And notice how they're still connected. So we'll lock that first one. First one looks good enough. That second one looks good. We'll lock that one. I'll pull this in real close. A little bit out. Turn my game sounds back on. And whoa, that's really close. Nice. And then we're going to go ahead and pull this forward. Over here. Let's connect that first, and then to get that in a line. Okay, now this thing right here, and let's grab this organic here and stick it over here. Okay, try to grab the right thing. There we go. And let's take this little ball guy here and now find a little home for him. Where can we put him? Over here. Put him right there. Okay, so what we're going to do is this thing right here is the actual thing that takes the scrap. If you run it out, one of the weird things that it didn't do, that it does now, is it didn't automatically put it up there. But I noticed that it now does that, which is awesome. When did I notice it? Just now. I was going to say that it doesn't normally put it up there, but now it does. Look at that. It's going to fill that up nicely. Now, this right here is called a trade platform. So what you do is you trade the scrap that you have for stuff that you might need. Now, the one thing I would, the few things I would not trade for, I would not trade for compound, resin, organic, clay, quartz, graphite, maybe. Sulfurite, absolutely not. Ammonium, no. Laterite, no. Maybe, and definitely. This is titanium. Titanium is what I usually trade for because it's the thing typically that you're looking for in the later game that you're going to need. Unlock this. And let's couple that with the back of that. Okay. Now, over here, you can see that we have all of these kind of research stations. We're going to go ahead and move some of our stuff over there and just use this as a temporary bridge between the power that's here and the power that's over here. This way we can keep our research running while we're busy doing other stuff. Okay, move that over there. Now, what we're going to try to do is create a line of research areas or chemistry labs that we're going to use. Oh, here it comes, coming back with that titanium. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with the easiest one, rubber. Now, we're going to need organic and we're going to need resin. So let's go ahead and take this off of here and this off of here. We're going to find our resin, which is back here somewhere, which is this one right here. So let's move this over here. And we're going to take our resin. And we're going to take our organic. And we're going to put it right there. That's all it needs to do. Now it's going to make a bunch of rubber in that particular location. Now, what I really want to do is try to do a little swap-a-roo here. And that's unlock this one. Move that one off to the side. It'll automatically unplug it. Same thing here. Drag it over here. Get it nice and close. Probably even skip this one. So let's go ahead and unlock that one. And maybe move this really, really close to where we're going to be doing our forge stuff. Because I find that you turn this in, the stuff comes back, and then what you want to do with it right away is to put it back into your forge here so it can be refined. So let's take this carbon out of here. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Trying to expand it. There we go. Turn that back on. And we have a bunch of carbon here as well. We have on us that we can go ahead and just put right there. It's going to load up into there. We also have some nitrogen on us. Let's get that off. Like that. Okay, now we're talking. Then we'll go ahead and go like this. We'll put our centrifuge right next to it. And I feel like these are my item production things that we're going to use, right? We'll use the centrifuge to produce some of the base items. And then the higher end items, we'll go ahead and trade all the scrap for. Make sure we got this all locked. And so on. So we'll go ahead and do that. Actually, let's do this. Make this a lot easier. Something like that. Later on, we'll automate all of this. But there we go. So now, and then to put the scrap in there again, we go ahead and trade it out for more titanium. Very nice. Over there. Put that apparently on the floor. There we go. And then we got another one of these free. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And there we go. All right, we're getting there. Nice, nice, and more nice. Okay, and then this canister, we'll go ahead Put that into there. We'll send it the other direction. We'll put that right up there for it to collect more. Oh, and here it comes back with more of our titanium. So we'll just feed it right up into there. And that'll continue to make us some titanium. So very nice. We used up that scrap, and we're good there. Now, next in line, we're going to go ahead, again, put our rubber right in line here. Nicely. Now, you don't want to do this too close on every single one of them, because then you can't drive your car by. But you can get by, because the second it's on the tables, you can actually pass through that object, which is a real smart idea, I think. And then we'll continue to use this. We'll grab this one, and we're going to use it behind this one. And that now is going to be our... Lock that. Lock this one. This one locked. Yep. Oh, that one's good, and that one's good. Okay. Now, we want to go ahead and find out what we did with the rubber back here. Now, see, these are only temporary, everybody. Those are like temporary things, because I actually want all this stuff to have a home. And in this case, this one is going to be the home of the rubber. And if we just say, okay, make as much of this as you possibly can. Go. And you're like, well, kid, it's not doing anything. Well, the reason why is because I haven't run out the resin, and I haven't run out the organic. But now that I told it to loop, it'll continue to do that on over and over and over again. Now, back here, we have ourselves an auto arm, but currently, as you can see, there's a plastic on it. So that's just going to run out the plastic. We'll want to go ahead and grab one of these rubbers, put that there, just to limit it so it doesn't accidentally grab. Say you put something a little close there, it might accidentally grab that and try to feed it in there. You don't want that to happen, unless you do. Then you do want it to happen. And so there we go. So that's the first one there, the rubber. And then our goal also is to actually eliminate all of these from these tables and use these tables. Let's grab this one way back here. To use these tables for future stuff. Oops. All right, vehicle. You're out of there. And to use this for future stuff. So we're going to go ahead and take this off like this. And we're going to go ahead and do this. Take this off. Rotate that back there. Real close here. We're just going to do the easy stuff first. I just like to make sure that it is connected. Yeah, close enough. Okay, so now we're going to need more of these chemistry labs. And we're going to need to run over here and get our chemistry lab on. All right, tungsten, glass, and ceramic. So probably a good idea to pull our shredder off here since we're not using it. We can pull the scrap off as well. So we need to find our various resources that we need. Tungsten back here somewhere. Where did we do with our tungsten? Right here? Tungsten, yes. So tungsten, and I've already forgotten what the other things are. Tungsten. Glass and ceramic. And then we made a bunch of glass last time, so we know where that's at right here. That's easy. And then ceramic, which we probably don't have that much of, but we'll make some here in just a bit. Right over there. So there we go, and there we go. And so we can just run those out and then run them back in again. Actually, I'll turn this one around. There we go. Now it's on standby. So I can go ahead and tell it to make one, or in this case, I'm going to tell it to make a whole bunch. Now it's just going to keep looping, making as many of those as it possibly can. The same thing over here. It's now looping, making as much of that rubber that it can. So it's going to burn up all those resources. Now here's something I suggest you do. You actually go ahead and remind yourself what goes in that particular location. Now one way to do it is just to drop that item on the ground there. And I'm going to go ahead and enable output there. We're going to rotate this. Enable output there. Oops. Alright, that's enough of that. And put that right there. Let that run back over there. Alright, now what happened right there is that I ran out of organic that I need. And so what I'll do is I'll leave it there for now. I'll go over here to the soil centrifuge and I'll say, hey, I need more organic. And so what it will do is it'll go ahead and make more organic. Right there. Now these are set to input. Now, interesting thing that you might want to check is check a bit of the game mechanics. And that is, which one of these two canisters would it put it in first? Now, I already know. It usually favors the right side. If you have two equal things on the table, it's typically the right side that it will do. If the little arrow that's on the top of the table, if you don't know what arrow I'm talking about that arrow right there in there, this arrow. That's the arrow that tells you the actual direction of the table. So I always try to have that facing forward, and watch as it goes ahead and puts it in there. And you're like, well, wait a minute, why is it doing both of them at the same time? That's because this one over here cannot process it fast enough, so it is actually putting it in both of them at the same time. But I want it to go into the right side. There we go. And now we can take this, we can replace the one that we've got over here. We'll take the canister out for a second, put that back, and then rotate this around and run that out. Run this out, and then it will resume making all of those resources. Grab that canister. Okay. So that's how to do that. It looks like we've made 2 of these before we've run out of the third element we need, which is ceramic. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and collect some dirt, but not from there. That's too hard to go and do that every single time. It's not really that hard, but it's, you know, time consuming. When you can just go ahead and grab one of these. This is a fluid and soil canister. And so instead of using the, you know, one canister at a time deal, you can go ahead and put this on here, put a canister on top of it, like that, and it will automatically fill it up. So this is like a bunch of those canisters in one, and we'll just keep filling it up, so you can make whatever you want. In this case, we want to make some clay. Clay is going to allow us to make more of this over here that we need, which is our ceramic, right? We're going to fire that up, make a bunch of ceramic, and then use it to continue going over here. Let's put those back in. Let's grab our chemistry lab. And let's walk it over here. Now, my goal is to get every single item have its own table and its own ability to collect that particular item. Now, this is just how I like to play. You don't have to do this part. I like doing it. So there you go. Again, we'll just put that in the front. Okay, so now what we need is we need some compound for this particular one. And we're going to turn it this way. There we go. And we need carbon. Now, carbon is one of those things that you need for multiple things. So keep that in mind. And then we're going to say, okay, make as much of that as you possibly can. Go ahead. Then we're going to tell it to run out, and it's going to do the same thing. Now, we're going to have a little problem in the back here because all this stuff is going to be in the way. I'm going to go ahead and utilize a little bit of that table over there like that. I'm going to go ahead and grab this item, which actually is zinc, and then also our stuff here. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this table, let's say this way, as our collection table. Like this, and then we can also use this to connect that onto there. But this is going to be basically what you see here. This is going to go back here, or in this case, we already have it, which is right here, which is plastic. We can go ahead, run this back here, like so. Now, the problem is that I don't have an auto arm. The auto arm is like the secret to all of the kind of automation stuff in this game, and it is awesome. Let's go ahead and take these off temporarily, put this back up here. All the stuff will eventually have its own spot. So we need some graphite, we need some aluminum. And let's go ahead and move this forward. We have 1 graphite. That's all we need. And aluminum, which is over here. This is iron. Put that over there with the copper. This is empty. Ammonium. Like that. And then this is aluminum. Okay. And we'll run over here. Again, I'll pull it out of my backpack. Automatically throw it in there. Let's get these over there for later. These down here. You can see we get in a table here. Let's go ahead and take this stuff. Oh, this stuff. Put it onto there for now. Move that off to the side. And we'll move our way down to desk number 3. Right over here. Now, as you can see, I'm going to run into trouble here because I'm going to run out of space. But that's okay. I've got a little canister here, and that canister is going to allow me to flatten this out. I'm going to go ahead and move my vehicle out of the way because it's going to be in the way. There we go. And then we got a bunch of little stuff here that's also in our way. So let's go ahead and pick up this little trash here. And we can use it for scrapping later on. And this is still stuck in the ground, so it's got to be free to be able to pick up. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of stuff down there. Gotta add a hole down there. Go ahead, just fill that in just a little bit so we don't fall down in there. Now, what I do is I hold down the control key. I find the level that I want to work with. I hold down the control key, and you see you get all the lines. I also have the wide mod and the turbo mod, so it makes this all go faster. But as you can see, I can just keep that flat area going, and I can kind of flatten myself out a foundation. Now, I would prefer if there actually was foundations in this game. That would be awesome. But since there isn't, we just have to deal with it. We have to do the best we can do. Now, we're going to start to have a problem here, as you can see, because this research is in the way. But what this is actually doing is helping us. Because what we can do is continuously move this research up closer and closer and closer as we expand our base here, right? So we can eventually eliminate a lot of these kind of areas in which it's just moving it from one post to another by moving that over that way. Now, one of the things you got to watch out for is when you're doing this, is your stuff gets bumped. Watch out, because stuff can get really screwed up. When it gets bumped like that and go flying. I've seen some stuff go flying, and it flies over the horizon. You never see it again. It is gone forever. So be careful when you are working on those foundations and whatnot. All right, let's keep that nice and clear. Now, over here, we are doing, on this one, we're doing carbon and compound. So compound there, carbon there. Nice. Now, we got to get our auto arm that we made over here. There we go. And again, another thing we need to work on is power for sure. But let's get our auto arm in here. Unpackage that. Get that turned around. Green's where it's grabbing from, and blue is where it's going to. So we'll take a piece of plastic, put it there, tell that thing to go back in again, and we'll tell this to auto grab the plastic and put it into the thing. Isn't that awesome? I think it's neat. Then we'll connect this to this. And now the next one we're going to do, we already did rubber, we already did plastic, now we're going to do aluminum alloy. Notice, by the way, that all of these only have two. Later on, you're going to need gases and all of that stuff. But this is a really easy place or way of organizing your stuff so you always know where it's at, right? You know where your aluminum is. You know why? Because it's right over here where you're making your aluminum alloy. And so we'll take one of these again, put it right here in the front. Run that back in for right now so we have enough space. And then now we're going to need some copper. Again, look at these getting freed up as we actually tell it to have a specific spot for where our resources go. And there we go. And now we can go ahead and tell it to make a bunch of aluminum alloy if we so desire. Rotate that, put that down here. There we go, and we'll have those running out. Now, I don't like this, everybody. I don't like stuff to be on the ground for obvious reasons. To get knocked around, you run into it with your car and all of that stuff. So what I'll do at this point is I'll start to think about how am I going to organize my tables in such a way that I don't have stuff on the ground. You get triggered. You get triggered with the stuff on the ground. So the one I like is this medium platform C or the medium platform T. Now, the T is better because it does have a few extra slots. Where the C is just about 3 slots there. And I find the T is like perfect for what I want to do. So let's go ahead and unlock that one. And then we'll run over here and we'll go ahead and make one of those T platforms there. And we're going to need some resin. Well, we know where our resin is, right? Right here. Here's our resin. Oh, wait a minute. We're out of resin. Let's set this to input, by the way, so we can get that going. Put this over here, set this to output just one first, so it'll process that one, and then the other one over here will then be whatever that is, which is in this case ceramic. That over there, so it's inputting. This right here is titanium. Let's put our titanium off to the side here. So what we're doing is just kind of micro-organizing our base here, which is what we're trying to do right now. Let's see. So we got that done. Now, what else do we need? More resin. You constantly need more resin in this game, everybody. What? Oh my goodness, we got a love train conductor coming in. Whoa, it's another anonymous love. Whoa, right back up to 250 again. Wow, thank you so very much, anonymous gifter. Appreciate the love here in the stream. Susserax getting some love. Feroci, hey look, you got a, thanks Shredded. Flex getting one as well. Governor Hobo and Yoshi, Zilla, all getting a gift sub from our love train conductor who is anonymous. Make sure to show him lots of love in the chat, everybody. We don't know who he is, but we appreciate him greatly. And after these are done running, we're going to shoot out some fireworks for also hitting 250 subs, everybody. Appreciate you guys coming in, showing so much love to the stream. Appreciate all of you. By the way, we hit the retweets as well. Let's give you some love for that while we're waiting for the love train to fire through. And let's get this resin going in. Let's go ahead and run that resin into that container. Run that organic back in. There we go. Look at it just do its thing, everybody. It just does its thing. And then it's just going to fill it up with more resin because I have it on loop. And it's just going to keep going until that canister gets full of resin. We'll let that run. We've got this now converted, the first one, and we want to make sure we run out the rest of them. And there we go. And it'll just wait until it has another empty slot now. And not accidentally go into that other container, which we do not want it to do that because then it's just like in 2 containers. Okay, and we're going to make a bunch of that. We've got resin firing up. We can make more plastic and more rubber, I mean. We got carbon. We got compound. Are these empty? Yes, look at this. Carbon compound empty. We've got aluminum here, which is 22 of those and only 1 more of our copper. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to get our stuff organized, right? We're trying to make one of these platforms. Now, to make those platforms, we're going to need some resin. Let's go ahead and turn this so we can grab the resin. We'll just grab a couple of these out of the front. Oop, not the whole thing. Nope. Like this while that's in the middle of its cycle. And then we'll go ahead and run ourselves a nice T platform. And T-Platform is also going to help us in other ways to automate, turn things on and off as we want to, as we go along. So here we go. We've got our T-Platform. Go ahead and take our T-Platform. Basically, this is going to be the thing that operates this particular thing here. So we can rotate it. We can do all sorts of stuff with it. I like to just leave it forward like this and then run that into there and put it nice and close. Let's say this. Now, what we can do... something like that. You know what? I kind of feel like maybe we should just tuck it in the side today. You know what? Something like this. Let's do something different. Just tuck it in the side. Real close. Yeah, maybe something like that. There we go. Lock that in place. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to say on the right side is going to be... come here. Can't grab it. There we go. Right side's going to be organic, and the left, right side's resin, left side organic. And how did I know that? Because I put the 2 little things in the front, so it'd be like that. Now on the side here is actually going to be what it's outputting, and then also a button to control that output, right? So we're going to run this out. I'm going to turn it in a way I can grab it. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and put that in the back. So these 2 things are going to equal... oh. Unless it grabs it. I forgot. It's in the zone of it grabbing it. That's funny. That's funny. All right. We got to move it away from that zone. Look, it grabbed it on the ground. All right, you. Got to turn it off for a second. Take this, move it over there. Okay, so if we roll over this, it's going to tell us what its zone is. I thought it was out of the zone, but it's not. Nope, not out of the zone. So... we're going to unlock that. We're going to move this forward. Let's just say... let's do it this way. Just enough to where we can still plug it in. And it will be out of the way so it won't grab it. Let's actually... you know what? Let's do it like this. Here's how we'll do it. We'll do this, and then this. And this is the way I usually do it. Something like that. Check its length. No. Okay, so it's not going to grab... it shouldn't grab that, but let's double check it. No. Okay, now it's good. See, that's why normally I put it forward like that. Okay, so now we got that. And again, we'll just put this A little bit straighter, and then we'll lock it there. Okay, so this thing right here is how I'm actually going to operate the thing behind and turn it on and off. Like in the case right now, it needs more resin. It's got 3 organic left there. So I can now take this resin, move it over here. I can run it out. I can run the organic out, and it's going to continue to make that rubber. But I want the ability to turn off the side ones and turn off the center as well. And the way we do that is we run over here, and we can actually make, I don't know if we have it unlocked. Let's see if we have it unlocked first. Is it in here? I think it's under the small printer. Right here, we have these different sensors and different buttons that we can do. Count repeaters, delays. These are logistic systems that'll tell whether the battery is at a certain target. It's whether whether power is on or off. All that kind of cool stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to work with the button repeater. And they also have a proximity repeater too, which is pretty cool. Delayed repeater and also a count repeater, which we'll get into later. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and start with our button repeater. Right here. And we need a bit of zinc. And we know that we had worked on our zinc over here somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. Iron. This is iron. Move that forward. This table's now clear. And there's our zinc. All right. Go ahead and replace that with that. Run this out. And there we go. And we're going to make a few of these. Watch how fast they make them. Whoop. 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 All right, that's probably enough. We're going to make a bunch of those like that. And then we're going to use this as our controller for our system here. Now, what we're first going to do is we're going to go ahead and attach this to the ground. First, we've got to press the button. There we go. We attach that to the ground, and then we can attach it to the individual items. Now, you don't really need to do that in this particular case because what we're going to do is we're actually going to control the entire table. So all we have to do is click it on the table. And I'll show you. Watch the resin there. When I press this button, or not. Oh, that's a segment. Hold on. I got to do the actual connector. Target pin. There we go. We need the target pin itself. Okay, now let's do it. There we go. So this is running out. This one's running in now. Let's run that one out. And this one should be going into that one. There we go. And then this is going to... See, when this one's empty, though, it's going to try to run it into there, which we don't want it to do. We want to now take a bit more of our organic here. Tell it to do... after it's done, we'll tell it to do some more organic. And so that's basically our production here, right? So we're making resin, we're making all this stuff, but now we have the ability to turn it off temporarily so that we can go ahead and get the canisters off, and then refill the canisters, and then put the canisters back. That's basically the gist of it, is that you want to stop all production when you're doing that. Otherwise, what happens is your stuff starts running out when you pull it off of there, and then you have to run it back in again. It's really can be a pain. But if you have it set up properly, it should be fine in the long run. Uh-oh. We need some power. Where is our carbon? We know where our carbon is. It's right here, but we're out of carbon. That's not good. We gotta make some more carbon here. All right, how we doing over here? We got our ceramic fixed now. We definitely need more carbon. And we'll wait for the sun to come up. There we go. Sun's come up. It's helping us out. Get that flattened out. And then the same thing all the way down, right? We want to make a bunch of, use a bunch of these button repeaters. There we go. All right, we made a bunch of those, didn't we? And then we want to go ahead and make some more of these tables. C-platform. No. Okay, more platforms. So we need resin. Resin we got right over here because we know exactly where we put it, right? Actually, we got some extra resin we just did. Let's get that off of there. Let's put this back on here. Switch this back to organic. You're getting the general idea. And then we're going to just tell it to loop. Set that so it's inputting. And then get our little bit of extra resin here and run that out. And we're going to go ahead and not to loop, but we'll tell it to make some tables there. And we'll move our ceramic back a little bit. Now, eventually you'll see me take all this power and move it off to the side, but right now we're just kind of letting it hang out there. Now, you're going to probably get the general idea of what I'm about to do. We've got that one for that one, and so on and so forth, and this one for that one. Now, these are the 3 easiest ones to start with because they're using all these base resources in which you can either gather nearby or you can make in the centrifuge. All right, let's do a battle. Let's go. To battle! Oh, and I owe you guys some fireworks. We'll get into that here in a sec. All right, come on, we got this. Oh, you know what? We need range damage, what we're going to need. Come on, we got this. How many peeps? 26. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, here we go. 53 and 26. We might be able to do it. I see some of you only put 1 unit down. I'm watching you. We definitely needed about 10 more units. Gosh, these mobs are tough. Try not to lose our healer. Oh, look at that. The artillery is sitting right in the air range damage. I believe in you guys, though. I believe in you. We're going to get this. Let's go. It's our last chance at the high school dance. Oh, and that time we did it. Rose to the challenge. Nice job, everybody. Let's open that captain chest. Give you guys, whoa, 200 gold. Now you're glad you stuck in there, didn't you, Reaper? Look at that. 200 gold for you. Bo getting a nice epic scroll. And Akia showing how it's done. Look at that. With all 6 units. That's 1,000 Kiz Cats for being awesome, Akia. So everybody else benefits from you being awesome. I see you got 6 units down there. And you are the MVP. Nice job. All right, let's get back to it. Let's do some more battles. Let's see. We're going to go high side, I think. Oh, my God. Look at how many 4 stars there are there. Yeah, 2 4 stars that way. Like 3 4 skulls, I mean. So 1 that way. Holy mackerel. Yeah, so I think down is the path to least resistance. Yeah, this way is the path to least resistance. All right, let's go this way. Let's give it a go. And while we're doing this, it's in there making us resources. Okay. How many do you think we got? They're like 30. All right. Well, we'll give it another try. You know what? I'm just going to keep using my tank since we're out of second chances. I'm just going to keep using my tank to try to get you guys as much loot as possible. I think that's a good idea. Let's go with that. Oh, I got to press some buttons and flip some switches here. One more button this way. There we go. Wow, man, 40 minutes already went by. It was actually already an hour. Already an hour already went by. I'm telling you, this game, man, time goes flying. Time goes flying by. Now I'm going to take a break here. Also check in on the family and put the towels in the dryer. Or, I mean, take the towels out of the dryer because I just put them in the dryer earlier, now that I think about it. We're going to put this in here. We're going to turn our sound back on. And again, right here, we're going to say this on one side and this on the other side. And then put that right there in the front like this. And we're going to say the output of this is plastic. Run that back in. And then the output of this. Now, these are real easy because there's no... Oh, I didn't know you could put it on top of there. How cool. These are real easy because they only use 2 resources. And then same thing there. It's going to allow us to turn the whole thing on or off based on its state. And so we're going to go ahead and set these states here to input. And this we need more compound, and we need more of that. And then over here, same thing. We need another table. Make another one of those. Now these are like the first 3 that I do, because this way, if I need that thing, I could just run down there and activate it when I need it, and not necessarily have to worry about running a bunch of it. Now I typically will run a bunch of it in the very beginning. Just so I don't have to run get it. In fact, I just thought of an idea. Maybe it'd be better to have that table in the front so it brings me the finished resources to the front. I don't think I've ever done it that way. Yeah, maybe we'll try that this playthrough. We'll try that here in a moment. Because what it should do, I think, is bring me the final resource. Why am I... But then again, this I have to trade out all the time. I think that's why I have it like that, now that I think about it. Because I'm switching out those resources and using these resources at the same time. So basically, I'm giving these resources a home, right? This is where those resources are going to be and stay there. And if I'm looking for that particular resource, I need a little bit of aluminum for whatever reason. Now it's got an actual permanent home there. And then here, and then what we're making in here is aluminum alloy. So let's make one of those. Or actually, probably should make a couple of those. And then again in the back here, we're going to need this. And we're going to need to reset all of this and move all of this and all of that. But for right now, we'll go ahead and bring this forward. And we'll make another one of these because we're going to need it for the auto arm. And there we go. Oh, we broke our tether. There we go. Okay, so we'll let my guy stand here for a sec. In fact, we should probably save all this since we did all this hard work. Let's go throw my guy in here for a sec. There we go. Okay, everybody, I'll be back here in just a moment. Oh, wait, let's go say hello to our little Fred. He's so cute. You're so cute. Got great sound effects, too. All right, quick AFK, check in on the family, everybody. I'll be back just here in a moment. We'll let some of this stuff run, and then I shall be right back. That is a very true statement, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Always looking for that resin. Checking in on the kids. My laundry wasn't quite done, so we'll come back to that here in a moment. Oh, look, another solid fuel thruster for us to destroy. Let's get it in here. Let's get it in here, and let's get this stuff. This over here. Bye-bye, solid fuel thruster. Okay, so we got all that rocking and rolling. So I got to check in on my kids and check in on my towels here in just a bit. But we'll get this going. So we'll go ahead and put this right into there. What are we missing over here? We're missing a bunch of copper. So now this also tells us, hey, how's our inventory looking, right? Are we out of certain things, right? Like right here, we got a bunch of organic done here. So actually, I think resin's supposed to be on this side. You know, I'm a bit of a stickler for what side's what with what. Now, we definitely want to turn this off so it doesn't make a whole bunch more of that. But it's good to have a little bit of extra. In this case, because we are going to use one of these that are empty. There we go. We're going to use this to make some more organic. And we got to kind of manually feed these out of here. Like so. We'll put this... All right, fine. We'll put that there and put this here. All right, so we'll go ahead and get another thing full of this, and we'll put this here. Now, we got a bit of a problem that we're out of some soil, so we're going to go ahead and grab this, and we're going to bring this back to our vehicle. If you noticed earlier, it was actually on my vehicle. The reason why it was on my vehicle is because I have a few in the front here, QRTGs that I'm using on the vehicle. And then what we do is we run on out here, and we go ahead and drill a big fat hole in the side of this mountain. Now what it's doing is collecting all of this dirt and putting it into the canister ever so slowly, as you can see. And so what we can do is just drill our way around and through, in this case, this mountain to pick up a bunch of dirt. I've done this so much, everybody, that I've actually taken entire mountains out before. I'm sure some of you have as well. I'm starting to go down a little bit there. I don't want to go too far down, but down enough to where I continuously just cut through. Now, if I want to come back later and, you know, flatten it, truly flatten it, I can do that. But I just kind of, you know, create a little weird path that I go. You can be very systematic and... Oh, already finished. How do I know I finished? Well, the blue circle has filled, and also on the top of the canister you can see it's all green. And sometimes I get so focused on cutting stuff down that I reach a point where I've got enough, and I keep going. And you're like, oops. And then I made myself cut somewhat of a little bit of a road here. It's going to allow me to kind of make my way back. Looks like I have some sort of tunnel there. I didn't create that tunnel. I can tell which tunnels I created and which one I didn't, based on the look of the tunnel and also the flatness of the ground. As you notice, it flattens the ground. It actually doesn't create a hole in front of you when you're cutting. It actually cuts like an arc as you're going through, as opposed to cutting in an actual true circle. Which is good, because you don't want to cut in an arc or in a circle, because you would just fall down in the thing, which is not good. Okay, so we refilled that. Now, imagine if we had 15 containers on there, or 50 or more. We could literally pick up a massive ton of stuff there. Now, we need to get our canister back as well. Oh, that's not our canister. What did we just grab? Beacon. There we go. We'll put our canister back on here. And then we'll run that out. Oh, it must already be full. Nope. All right, let's try this. There we go. All right, sometimes it gets a little funky and you have to get it primed. All right, more organic. You're like, Kismet, you already got a bunch of organic. True. But we want to take this organic, we want to fill this organic up, and then we want to convert that organic into more carbon, because that's something else that we're going to need. So it's basically like a cool little assembly line that you can get going here. And see, we can run that out or run that in. But right now, we want these all to be the same status as off, right? This is off. This one right here is off and off, right? So basically, it's doing inputting and not outputting. Now, all we have to do is press this one button. And there it goes. And now it's automated where I can turn it on and off as needed. Now I'll continue to make a bunch of rubber. Now, how much rubber do I have back here? 22. So I need about 12 more. I usually do about 1 canister of each thing, just so I have enough. Okay, so I need compound and I need carbon. Now, we're working away on carbon right now, but we're also going to need some compound after this. How we looking? We're at 15 and 32. So maybe 1 or 2 more rounds of that ought to do it. Okay, we're just kind of backlogging a bunch of our resources. We're organizing our resources. There's a bunch of resin there that we can use. Let's put this back here. Let's put that up there. And do we need another table? No, not right now. Not right now. We're going to go ahead and work on our research over here. So we're going to go ahead and turn this off. Turn this one off. Turn this one off. Because what we don't want to do is we don't want to have this stuff go into our backpack. Oh, I think my thing is telling me we're done, too. All right, my towels are done. I got to go grab my towels here. But let's go ahead and unlock this. Unlock, there we go. We're just going to try to pull these out of the way so when I flatten this, it's not going to go flying off in the edge of the universe, which is not what I wanted to do. And I'm going to grab these tethers and actually pick those tethers up. So that one's not even locked. All right, we'll pick that one up. Put that off to the side, lock, or put that one off. And then now what we're going to do is flatten this out a bit. You eagle-eyed people might have noticed that I gave myself the full container and not the more empty container for this very reason. For those who are paying attention, you're going to get an A on the test. Didn't know there was going to be a test, did you? All right, and we're going to go ahead and just kind of move this out a bit further right here on the edge. And then what we can do is go ahead and create ourselves a nice steep edge here. Hopefully, if we weren't out of dirt. Grab some more. Now I'm putting dirt in as opposed to taking it out. And we'll get ourselves a real steep edge here. Just to have some sort of edge that we can go up and over. Just flatten this out. Lighten this edge down. You get the general idea. This is something that is going to help us go up and down here later on. Or in a minute. Okay, looking good. And now what we want to do is move all this research. Wasn't even locked. All right, move all this research closer. In fact, we might even want to just take the research. Oh, what the heck? There's a dot there. We might even want to put these research right over here. We're going to need to probably put it on this side, because then we could take this and rotate it this way. There we go. And then both of those can still see that. Oh, we have one of these in the ground. Sliding along there. Pick that up out of the ground. Get out of the ground. Don't like it in the ground. Whatever. Whatevs. Okay. What it's doing is grabbing the resource from over here. Actually, I'm going to do something more like that. Okay. So what it's going to do is grab that, put it on here, then this one's going to take it, and this one's going to feed it into here, eliminating really all those other ones that we had. So we're just going to put this kind of dead center. Look at it from up above. Nope. Lock that in place. And then same thing here. We're going to try to snuggle that up in there. And this is a little too close for me. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of that. Snuggle that right up in there. Let's connect it first. There we go. Put that up nice and close. Yeah, look at this stuff in the sky here. About that. And we're going to move this over. Now, we got to be careful. Watch our oxygen. I can see our oxygen's getting a little low here. And then we'll do the same thing here. We'll move this out of the way. Okay, now one of the things you got to watch out for is your oxygen. Now, I have some tethers right here, and I had some tethers that were running. So when we're down here working, we don't suffocate. Also, if you connect your stuff that does have tethers into your oxygenator, into your tables here, what will happen is that it will actually chain the oxygen all the way down all of your tables, which is very useful as well. All right, this is a little too close here. Let's back this up just a little bit here. Like that. Yeah, I think it needs to be. Now, you'll see me do and redo and do and redo a lot of this stuff. Look at that angle. That angle is terrible. All right, let's try to find a better angle here. There we go, a little bit better. Shape this back up. Try and work a bit on this bottom edge. Very much reminds me of the clone tool in Photoshop, where you're kind of shaping that kind of stuff. Again, it's like a big wall there, but it's really a platform that I can use for putting my tables on. Again, it's like the foundation of everything we're doing. Okay, looking good. We're bringing this out. Now, temporarily, what we're going to do is we're going to use these tables because we don't have enough tables to keep the power going all the way out to there. We're not actually going to use the connection. We're just going to run it like that. And then this to here. I mean, actually use the weird. We're not actually going to use the table itself. We're going to just use it to chain the power from our primary base over here. And since this one's not really doing anything, let's get that one in position. No. Lock it. Used to auto lock these tables, and since they've turned off the auto lock, it's been a nightmare. Plug that into there. All right, now this should automatically start to work again. These are set to loop once they have the item in there. Now what we need to do is we need to start this item back up again right here. So it goes ahead and feeds it in. Now I want to make sure that it feeds in all three If it doesn't, then I've done it wrong. But in the awesomeness that I am, it has worked perfectly. There we go. Nice. Okay, and again, we'll replace all of these with more of these converters. Now, I might also put those converters in the back. The reason why I'll put them in the back is because some of the stuff here in the front will actually feed to that stuff in the back. So we'll go a little bit longer this way, but then we're also going to go out in that direction. Now, again, we did some more cool stuff. Let's go ahead and save that. Take a quick break, pull the towels out of the dryer. Now come back and we'll do some more. How about that? GG, right? Yeah. Oh, that's one of the things I want to talk about. Great thing you brought up. I actually wrote it down on my things to talk about. I have a little list of stuff I like to talk about. Oh, it was above the thing. No wonder I didn't think it. The Bethesda launcher is going to be no more, everybody. It's actually going to merge into Steam, and you'll be able to move all your games over to Steam, which is great to have one less launcher. Because launchers suck. I like one launcher. I like my Steam launcher, and I already have tons and tons of games in there, so that's all I want is just one place to have all my games, and that's it. I'm simple that way. I don't need 55 launchers. It's really obnoxious that there's a whole bunch of different launchers, but such is the way it goes. Now, again, I'm gonna take another quick break, and I shall be right back. That was cool, wasn't it? Hello, I'm back, everybody. Let's get back to it. All right, man, we're getting done today. Now, our goal today, by the way, is to get to these extractors over here. We're going to start using these extractors to extract some stuff as we go. But we actually need to take that particular extractor and find what we did with our thing that we wanted to package it with. There it is. Sorry, I was going up and down the stairs. A little winded. Sucks getting older, everybody. Never even thought about going up and down stairs, but now I have to be careful because I can fall and die very easily from stairs. My office is upstairs, so yeah, so I got to go up and down stairs all the time. Okay, let's see. So we got all three of those squared away. We got our research popping over here, still rocking and rolling. How we look? Whoa, we're back up to 4,000. Remember, we used up all of our research today. We're almost 5,000. We can almost get the big shredder. But we got to have the bigger tables for the bigger shredder anyway, so we're not going to worry about that for right now. And we got to convert some of this. We need to turn this to stop going organic. And we're going to go ahead and run that out. I'll run just one first, or two in this case. And then we'll get some of this extra organic into here. This way, that's too awkward. Okay. A little extra organic is always a good thing. And then right over here. Now, the next thing that we're going to need is we're going to need some compound. So let's go ahead and put that on loop. This one's automatically going to grab it and put it in there. All right, now look at us stocking up the stuff here, right? We're getting it going on. We got our organic nice and stocked up. We got our resin, okay. It did a bunch of stuff. Is it full? Oh, it filled up. Yes, okay. I love it when it gets to that moment, everybody. When it's full up, can't go anymore. That's the perfect time to turn this off. And now you're GG. Now you're good to go. Or in this case, you just go ahead and leave it out, because this way, as you run along and you need a little of this and a little of that, it's automatically just there for you to grab it and grab whatever you need. The same thing with the rubber as well. You need to grab just one rubber, just grab it from the front. But if you need multiple ones of them, you can go ahead and just grab the canister in the back, which is awesome. And the same thing we want to do with all of these down the row, right? It's make so much plastic that you can't make any more back here. But have enough of it, and actually probably put some more of this generators back here that we're not currently using. Where's that other generator? This one right here. And I usually put this stuff in the back so that it just fills up just the canister and not necessarily the table. All right, we'll let that keep on rocking. This has done its thing now. We can go ahead and let the rest of this run. There we go. And we are looking good. Okay, now, first thing I want to do is get those three going, get that all rocking, get that all filled up with various resources, and then just kind of work my way down the resources. But there's another one I know I'm going to need very soon, and that is ammonium. And that's why we have to use this one right here for that ammonium. But before we do that, let's do a battle. To battle! All right, now we're talking 55 units. All right, come on, everybody. Let's blow it out. I'll give you guys some serious range damage again so we can rock and roll right over these guys. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on, let's get the W's. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. I think I'm just going to throw my tank in each time to take for you guys. Because he's max level, he can take a lot of damage. Try to get ourselves all the way to the end of this one. Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. We have so much stuff going on at the same time. Love it. Love it, and love it some more. We're going to need to borrow some of this carbon, too. Turn this around. Hold on a second. Borrowing some of this carbon. Backpack full. Story of my life. Borrowing some of the carbon. There we go. All right. Open Captain's chest. Give you guys some love. Akia. Oh, getting the Saint Scrolls. Nice. Reaper getting some love. And Adam getting some love there as well. And Adam showing how it's done. Who's our MVP. But Akia, I see you there. 6 units. Crushing it. Nice job. Let's go. Oh, look at this. We unlocked something else. What is this? Our Archimedes skin there. Archer skin. Cool. Now, look at this. We still got 27 days left. We're already tier 7. We're going to keep on crushing these battles all day. Let's keep it going. Probably do a bunch tonight as well while I'm doing kistography. Let's see what else we can get going down here. The Saint. The Saint go marching in. Oh, wait. No, I'm not doing Saint. I'm doing tank. Now, the cool thing about my tank is it comes up every single battle, because by the time another battle comes up, my tank's already cooled down, which is why I started with the tank, by the way, because he's really great for taking that range damage so you guys don't all die, as well as my healer is really great for keeping you guys alive so you also don't die. Okay, and now we're back over here to Astroneer. Okay, while we're letting that run here, it has run all this out. Let's keep that organic going. I grabbed a few of these carbon over here, and the reason why is because it's nighttime, and we're straining it a little bit on our ability to keep it going. So I'm going to grab this carbon over here. Oh, look at my batteries over there. Batteries are still running down. Ah, God. I hate it when it puts it in my backpack. I hate that. I wish you could turn that off. Alright, fine. I'm just going to stick that up there. I don't like it when it feeds it into my backpack. Look at it. Look at it try to feed it in my backpack. Get away from me! Alright. That's going. We got now enough power to keep it going. Let's run this back in. Take this out. There we go. Gotta wait for it to finish. There we go. And then we can run that in. Keep running that in there. Looking good. This right here is doing some organic. And now we're going to need some quartz. And while we're waiting for this, we could probably grab some quartz. But do we have any empty... Look at how many containers that I've already filled up, everybody. And I still don't have empty containers. I always find that part funny. All right. And then we'll take this. Oh, we got an empty one over here. I see you. I see you over here being empty. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab a bunch of different containers, and we're going to put it here on our vehicle, all the empty containers we can find, because as we're running around looking for stuff, what's going to happen is it's going to collect random materials, and it's going to go ahead and put it into there. We could also go ahead and build ourselves first a little ramp there. There we go. But we could also take our dirt thing with us. But it's got a good amount, and it's still running that. Though it's only got one more round. We'll make another dirt canister. What do we need for that? Let's try to see if we can get the dirt canister going on. I want to get to the extractors for sure. Fluid and soil canister. We need glass and plastic. Okay. So we know where the plastic is. It's right here in this one. And so we can go back here in the back. We can go ahead and tell this to run out. We can grab ourselves a little bit of this plastic. Have it run back in. And then glass, which we were using, I think, over on that side as part of our construction here. Right. No, that's ceramic. This one's glass. Grab that. All right. Nice. We'll just make ourselves another container. Because when I'm wandering about, it's good to have yourself a soil container so you're not wasting all of that drilling that you do when you're looking for resources. There we go. Put that on the backpack. There we go. Then I don't have to, carry it that far. And then we'll take this. We'll put this in the back. I like to have the canister up here where I can see it. Maybe even do like this. There we go. And then we go ahead and take this while that's running and doing all of its stuff. We can take our vehicle. Whee! And we're going to go find ourselves some more quartz. Now, as you can see, I've made myself a little ramp here. Look at this, quartz right there. Well, that's a good way to get our stuff nice and primed. Let's go. Prime that one for quartz. Okay, or we're going to prime that one, whatever you feel like doing. This one's set to output. All right, hey, you know fate wants to make the choice? I'm down. I'm down for fate making that choice. Okay, now look at this down here. We got a bunch of trash laying around. We can clean up this little spot down here. All this trashed out here. Power cells, debris that we can't do anything with. This we can clean up. Oh, backpack full. Darn it, brought organic with me. And stupid put the rubber in the backpack. We didn't put our tethers back. There's more debris. And all right, let's just clean this up a little bit now that we have the ability to. See if there's any other kind of just easy trash down here. No. It's a big pile of trash. Okay, and then we got some resources here. This, for some reason, is not going away. That should automatically go away. And let's see. Was it that way? I can't even remember. I can't even remember which way it was, but let's go this way and see if we can find it. See if we can find that quartz. See, this needs a little bit of work right here. There we go. Work on our ramp a little bit there. Really need to get my paver going. We didn't go left. This is definitely go right. Kind of hard to see with this canister in the way as well. Really feel like they need a first person for this, but hopefully I'll get around it. We turn right here, I can see. And we're looking for quartz. Remember, it was like a longest journey ever for quartz. So let's just keep going. Which way did we go here? Let's look like we stopped here. We go. Oh, we went to the right there. Picking up soil, using the soil to try to remind myself when I come back through here how I got here and which way I went, right? So this is kind of like leaving yourself little breadcrumbs, though you could just use your radar, by the way. It'll tell you where you went. Oh, that's too steep. I try to get it, as flat as possible. Steep for me, but I think it'll be fine. enough as we can get from here to there. In a pretty easy transition. Even if it's not perfect, it's okay. As long as I know where I'm going, right? See how obvious that is with the gray on the floor? Making it really obvious that I want to go this way. Look at this stuff on the side here. Bunch of broken stuff all over. Some research in there. Oh, we're not anywhere close to the end, I see. Hold on, let's fix this little transition here. Now later on we'll get a paver, and the paver will do all this for us. But for now, whoa. Oh, we have some steep transitions there. Yeah, it's like a fall off there. How can I tell I've been through here? Because it looks like I've drilled through there because it's all flattened. Whenever it's all flattened like that, it's a dead giveaway that you've been through there. Whenever you see this kind of gray stuff, most likely it was you or somebody who's playing with you. And then when you get to transition points like that, you want to fix them up so that it's easy for you to find your way back from wherever you're going. You can see that this is all bumpy over there on the right, and then this part's flat. Again, remember it works in a kind of like a flat and then a curved shape, so it's actually like flat at the bottom and then rounded at the top, even though it shows you a circle. That's how I think. I think it'd probably be too confusing for some people if it was that other way. Looks like we're making a right here. Let's go ahead and fix this up a little bit here as well. Now, another thing you can do to kind of remind yourself that you're not going that way is just to shape up a little bump there. Look, you're not going that way, you're turning to the right. That's what I do. Easy to figure that out. Again, we're looking for quartz. And I remember us looking for it forever. For a very, very long time. Oh, this is really awkward here, too. I love doing this, by the way. I love making roads and, like, fixing the roads and making it look all nice. I feel like it's one of the best parts of the game. This voxel shaping that you get to do. Ah, so good. It's good every time. You gotta play. You gotta think I've played for hundreds of hours. I've played through many, many, many times. And I still love it every single time. That's how you know you're on to something special in a game. When people love doing it, I can continue to play it for a very long time. I don't remember any quartz here. I remember we had some at the end. Uh-oh. There's a barrier there in the way, and it's not these stalagmites. It's like some invisible dot that's in the way. We'll see if we can find any invisible. I just kind of go across the screen and see if it snaps into any invisible dots. Oh, God. I hate those invisible dots. Now, in a minute, that's just going to disappear, so I don't have to worry about it. There we go. We can make it through there a little easier. Yeah. Oh, look at this. We got a beacon telling us something. Oh, that beacon's telling us that it's up there in the thing. Awesome. And there we are. Here we are. We're at our destination, which is our quartz. Now, of course, obviously you'd want it to be closer to the quartz. Let's take this out, make this a little bit easier by flattening out the ground like this. We'll make a start of a ramp, maybe a little bit more. Flatten it a little bit, and then make ourselves a ramp. And hope there's at least some quartz left. Otherwise, we're going to be looking for more, which I have a feeling we're going to because I don't see much. Oh, there's some more over that way. Nope, I think that's it for our quartz spot. Now be kind, everybody. If you do make these little things, make sure to take them out so they're not in your way later on or other people's way if you're playing with a group. I take these back down. And then flatten the whole area out. That didn't create a barrier. All right, there we go. So GG on our quartz spot. Let's go see if we can find some more. Now we're going to get into the fun stuff, everybody. That's where we try to find more quartz. And we can all go ahead and use our drill here to drill through, and it's going to collect sand, or collect dirt, not sand, collect dirt while we look for loot. Now what's going to happen is you're going to run into a bunch of stuff. You have to angle this so you don't start digging downwards, which is why you see me move the camera in weird ways. And I find the best way to go is just try to go straight until you run into it. Sometimes you'll go past it because you're in the side of the mountain like I am right now. I'm trying to hold it at that level, so when I come out on the other side like that, I'm still at that level. Not seeing anything, but again. And I like to be a little bit down into the ground so that it's actually making a road, but not so far down that it's really awkward. On this particular planet, remember this all randomizes. So when you play through, it'll be totally different the next time, planet-wise. And sometimes you have real dense planets where the interior of the planet's really dense, like this one. This one's pretty unusual. Because a lot of times you get down here and you'll be able to see for a real long ways. And you'll be able to see all of those resources that you're looking for. I love this mechanic, though, that you can just drill through all of this using your vehicle. Now my goal is not to really collect dirt, but since I'm down here and I knew I was going to drill through here, I'm really looking for quartz. Don't see any within eye shot. Let's keep drilling through this side of this mountain here. Yeah, a lot of mountains on this path. Trying to look for a nice open cavern. All right, here we go. Nice open cavern here, and again, we're cutting down just a little bit below the surface. See if we can find any quartz. Don't forget to look up as well. Don't see any. Keep on rocking. Now, I could divert off to the left or the right, but I rarely do. I usually just keep going forward. You're going to run into random resources as you're going like this. Oh, something in my way. Sometimes you have like these invisible barriers that you run into. In this case, some resources. I don't see any. They don't have a thing like Satisfactory has where you can just, you know, like have a quartz finder. That would be cool. Again, invisible block there that I can't get past. Again, awkward invisible blocks. And you can actually loop all the way around the entire planet. I've done it before, many times. Oh, look at this. Speaking of looping. This is another tunnel that we dug right there. That's absolutely another tunnel that we dug along the way. Now, before we go any further, we definitely want to remind ourselves, hey, there's another tunnel right up here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just kind of shape this down a little bit. And give ourselves a little reminder that, hey, we came from up here. Move this out a little bit further. And then angle this down a little bit more. There we go. Now we know we've been through there. Now the question is that just a random route that I went through, or does that take me back to my base? Well, let's go find out. Oh, look at this. Whoa, God, I almost fell. Look at this. So it's like a not so good spot here. Looked like we probably came through there, but we're not going down there. We came in here and we got this zinc. That's what we were doing in here. We were getting this zinc out of here. Let's just go ahead and do ourselves a favor. and try to fix this up so we don't end up falling down to the next level or falling down in this hole. So we're just going to go ahead and kind of back this up a little bit. Like this. Now the same thing right over here. Look at this. It drops down to the next level, which we don't want to do. At least not right now. So we're going to back that up a little bit. Fix this a little bit. Alright, now we're looking good. And then up over this. And I think we're going this way. Oh, look at all these resources on the ground. Oh, and look at this! Jackpot! The little hidden spot that I had no idea was here. Look at this. Holy mackerel. Now that is some quartz right there. Now what I would do here, everybody, I'd build yourself a little bit of a platform here. A little flatter, maybe. Because that's going to happen. You don't want that stuff to drop down in there and then you have to go and pick it up. So I'm going to stand on a little bit of a pedestal. Kind of filling in over here so it doesn't fall down in that hole. Same thing there. Alright, got some quartz there. I think we're looking pretty good. Grab our little quartz thing. Just bring it over here. Now, I could have used my vehicle, but I find sometimes the vehicle is just too annoying. This thing is super annoying because it loves to fall over. There we go. Now I can just shift-click. It pulls it out of my backpack automatically. And then I can just pick this stuff back up. Again, using shift left click. 4 of them. You have to wait for it to finish going in there, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's good to follow your instincts. You never know. Might find that node that you've been looking for. Wow, look at this. Oh my gosh, it just goes on and on and on. Now that is a quartz node, everybody. That is a mega quartz node. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Where are you going? Where do you think you're going, little quartz node? Get up here. All right. Now our goal is to fill this canister up. See if we can get that done. Definitely going to get that done. And there we go. Nice and full. We'll just leave the rest. Put that right there. Now we do actually have a compass that you can use right here to try to find your way back to your base. Now our base is in the opposite direction of where we're going. It's probably like we went out and then we ended up circling back to that particular point, but it's almost like fate led us here. Now the smart thing to do, everybody, is at this point, if you have a really good spot like this for quartz, you go ahead and do this, and then I would set it to red so I can find that quartz spot later on when I'm looking for it. And now, we out of here. Turn this crazy train around and head back. Now, right about here, I'm going to make a decision. Do I want to go back up my ramp, or do I just want to go down this hole and see where this hole takes me? It's invisible stuff. See where this hole takes me. They're both going to end up probably in the same direction. But let's go see where it takes us anyway. Just for funsies. I think I did that side, and then I was looking for another one, and I came down this other side. Now, I can also use tethers, but as you notice that I don't, because I'm using my vehicles now. And your vehicles are awesome for this type of thing. Especially when you get the paver. Paper's super helpful. And again, I'm just following wherever I see that I've cut out and hoping it's going to lead me back where I came from. Now, see right there, there's like a little side ditch here. You can see it's just a wall there. It's not a direction we can go. Look at all these resources here. Ugh. Makes me want to get them all. Whoa, hey-oh, and there we go. So now we're really in trouble. We got a cross path, right? Which way is the way back? Is it this way or is it that way? Or we already came from that way, but we could end up just going round and round and round forever down here. Now, of course, you got your compass, so you could tell yourself, okay, it's that way, right? How do I know it's that way? That's because my ramp is nearby where my base is. But I can also help myself out for later on when I do this again, and I absolutely will, I know at some point. I can go ahead and take this out a little bit here. Get a little bit of the ceiling as well. That's pretty high there. And then, and because it's kind of off the path, right? Off the little bit of a path here. And again, we'll double check. It's basically that way. So we're going to assume it's this way here. And then we'll go shape up like this. And then what I do is I hold down control, and then I basically aim it in the direction, and it looks like a big finger pointing down that way. Telling me to go that way, Kismet, if you're going back to your base. Now, that's the way I did it before they had a compass, is to remind myself which direction in theory. Now, I don't really know for sure, so that might be directing me in the wrong direction. But we'll find out. I kind of think it's this way. If it's not, and I go past it again, I will definitely change it. Now, I can just drill up to the surface as well, or shape myself up to the surface. But look at that. See, I can see the tethers. The tethers are a dead giveaway that I have something going on there. You can see that I have a little platform from where I was collecting materials there. Let's kind of flatten this out here a little bit, so make it a little bit more obvious when you're coming down this way. This is the direction. This is not the direction, so we'll do something like this. Hold down the Alt key, and then hold it down, shape up. Got yourself a little barrier wall. And I'll tell you that's absolutely not the way you want to go. And then since I very rarely use tethers, tethers are very useful though. That's telling me, look, it's up here around this corner, and there's my ramp back to my base. So off we go. Off we go. We got the resources we need. Now, again, we're trying to get to a point where we can do our extractors. That's our primary goal at this point. And let's keep on rocking. Make sure no one's trying to text me anything. And here we are back at the base. Now, why did I do all of that in the first place and go get quartz? Well, it's actually not for glass. It's actually for beacons. So I'll have plenty of stuff for making beacons. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. I'm going to go ahead and make a beacon out of it. And I'm actually going to make another one. Clean off my backpack a little bit here. Come on, pick it up. Okay, now while we were gone, it's busy doing a whole bunch of stuff, including making more carbon for us. So we can put carbon now back in its little spot over here. Right there. Very nice. And let's turn it around this way. There we go. Now we got our carbon. Now we need our compound. Let's first tell this to stop. We'll take our compound out of here. We'll swap it with this one. And there we go. Now, go to town. It's going to go ahead and do its thing. Hold on a second. We need to actually use the button here in the front, which is going to do all of it for us at one time. As you can see, they're now running out, and it has started that up. And I've already set it to loop previously, so that's going to go ahead and run all of that. And then we can use these other ones for this little bit of extra that I usually end up with. Now, you can catch it perfectly on time, but the problem is I don't like to sit and wait for it. That's one of those things. All right, what else do we need? We got compound, we got our carbon now, we got all of that, we got aluminum, and then the other one is copper. Now, aluminum and copper are one of those things that you're typically going to go and try to get and extract and bring back to your base, for sure. But we'll go ahead and kind of stop there for right now because we want to switch over to our other stuff. Now, while we were down there, it was if it could hit stuff, it's actually collected a little bit of laterite here, a little bit of laterite there. Actually, let's run one into the other. There we go. And then also I could have put a bunch of organic or whatever I run into down there. It's good to have your thing. Now, I could have also brought a bunch of trailers as well, which will help. But let's just go ahead, grab this zinc. That on there. There we go. And then we'll put this on here. We'll let that run. Just a little bit. And we'll grab our zinc. Just sitting around here somewhere. There it is. That in there, and then we also need our laterite storage. And I'm just going to let it run into there, and then I'll run it out of there into the actual thing later. But we want to go ahead and just keep it running. What the heck happened there? Oh, it's running the wrong thing. There we go. All right. That's running out. Okay, good, good, good. All this is set up, looking sharp. This one, oops. That goes there. Let's see. We've got our extractor. We're going to need power, and we're going to need batteries. So let's work on a couple batteries. Okay, we're going to need zinc, and we're going to need lithium. So let's go ahead and put this off to the side. Let's go ahead. Actually, let's put this at least stacked over here. Let's get our lithium that we gathered before. Oh, time for another battle. Wow, that was fast. Let's go ahead and put lithium there. And then our other thing is zinc, which we just grabbed here a minute ago. Let's put our other resources again off to the side here. And then we're going to actually make a bunch of these by looping that. Run this out, run this out. And then we're going to tell it to go to town. Go. All right, now while that's going to town over there, we'll go ahead and do a battle. Bingo! To battle! To battle, everybody! Let's go! Man, these battles are coming up fast, man. Time really goes by fast when you're playing this game, that's for sure. And that's how you know it's fun, everybody. That's how you know you really are enjoying it. All right, while we're doing this battle, I'm going to let it do a bunch of batteries. Because we're going to need a bunch. All right. Oh, I think we got this. Up to 61 units now. Crushing it. Oh, I think we got this. 39-1. Rogue's going to get him. Boom. Nice. All right. Let's give you guys some love. Boom. JC Hunter, Reaper getting the love. And Adam, MVP. Nice job, Adam. Let's keep on crushing it. Where are we going? We're going through the center, I think. I guess it doesn't really matter because these are the same as these. But let's go through the center. Okay. Oh, this is another tough one. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and help you guys out by on our side. Melee units gain 100% damage and attack speed. Melee will deal 1,000 extra damage. Every time the unit gains a kill or assist, this bonus is blocked for 10 seconds. All units cannot be healed. Well, let's see what happens. We're gonna either that person's on our. I can't always forget whether they're on our side or on their side. I think this one's on our side. Got a blue name, or maybe not. Maybe it's on the other side. I don't know, but we'll try to. If it's granting her blessing on the battlefield, click her for more information. Oh, okay, so she's on our side. That's Athena. Hard to see, really small. We'll zoom in on. Oh, yeah, that is Athena. All right, go Athena. You rock. All right, we'll come back to that in a bit. Okay, now while you guys were watching that, I made 4 batteries here. We'll go ahead and just pick those up into my backpack. Okay, so now we got some batteries. Now what we're going to need is we're going to need a way of storing our resources that we're going to be extracting. So we got to look around, say, oh, what's this right here? That's quartz there. Do we got any empties? We got an empty right here. But this right here is set on processing, so I want to press this so that does not go back in there. Run you back over there. Take this out. We'll go ahead and use this empty container. We can always make more containers. We'll take this empty container with us as well. We're going to take these batteries. We're also going to need a table for this to hold on to. Let's see if we got any empty tables. Maybe this one over here. Let's go ahead and make graphite just because we feel like lazy and we don't feel like going and grabbing it. Another empty one there. This is a little extra compound. That's a little extra organic. Look at it struggling. Look at it struggling. Now, when it's struggling like that, I can go over here and I can grab some of this carbon and just put that back there to give it a little extra boost. More than that, a little extra. Give it a double boost. There we go. How we doing on those retweets, by the way? Let's check in on them. I think you guys were crushing them earlier. Yeah, hey, you look at that. You crushed it. Did I already give it to you? I can't remember. Well, here you go. The great thing about me not remembering is I might have gave it to you twice. You never know, but we need 4 more retweets, everybody. Make sure to go over there, show the stream some love. Get on that Kismet love train by clicking that second link. Going up there, hit that like button, hit that retweet button. Remember, it does help the stream out a bunch. Let's put this beacon down for a second. We'll go ahead and make ourselves a packager. If we don't feel like making another table, we'll just use one that we got. Now see that I will start to replace all these tables and start to take these smaller tables to other places because it makes it easier. I did it without kind of snapping in there, but it actually put it in this little side thing over here, which is what I meant to do. Okay, so now we got that. Let's get our beacon back. We've got that. We got the table. We got the canister. We got this. We got some batteries. Now we're going to need some power, but I'm kind of running out of space here. But what we can do is take one of these ones that we left for this particular purpose to kind of put some gear on. So we're going to put all of this on there, the batteries, like so. All right, and we're going to need a vehicle eventually too, but we blew up our vehicle on purpose. And then we can go ahead and grab this out of here, put our terrarium on there, try to keep that with us. And now we got room for some more fun stuff in here. And let's put that QRTG down there. Let's go back to our current vehicle and grab one of these QRTGs. We'll use that on this other planet. And I think I might already have a vehicle there. I can't remember or not, but let's just go ahead and go there and figure it out. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to launch to another planet. And we're out of here. There's my little base, my little part of the world. Okay, now we're out here. We can go to different planets. Now this one right here next to me is Desolo. It's where you find your tungsten. I got Atrox and Caldor. Now Caldor is one of my favorite places for ammonium. Because it's nice and flat, easy to go and get things going on. Though you can find it in other places as well. But I like the fact that it's nice and flat and easy to find stuff. So we're going to go ahead and land here and see if we can go ahead and find out where the heck... Oh, look at that, everybody. That was first try. See if we can find out where I put my landing pad. We put the landing pad right there. That was lucky because I didn't have a beacon, which is why I'm bringing my beacon. So next time, I won't have to guess. Now you can see we found a bunch of random resources here. that we have, that we found. Lily was right here. All these solar and all of that. That's why you didn't see me make any solar or anything like that, because the power is already there. Now, we're going to go ahead and remove this extractor, and we're going to try to find its optimum spot. So we're going to move it over here. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty good spot. Over here, okay. Let's go try it over here. Now, we don't really know how much is underground, but our little extractor here is going to show us that. Right? There's a lot there, too. We could extract from over here, too. Now, of course, obviously, you want that green thing to be all the way to the top. I've only seen that pretty rarely, that you have it all the way to the top. Normally, I use 3 of these extractors at the same time, by the way, because it just makes it go faster. So I'm just moving it around, seeing where there's a bigger concentration and when there's a lesser. See, that's pretty good right there. All right, let's turn this around. So it's kind of facing this way where our landing pad is. And now we're ready to get to it. So let's go ahead and build ourselves a little extraction area here. We're going to try to scale up our extraction. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Very nice. And what we want to do is we want to power this enough that we can go ahead and fill up these batteries in the downtime and when it's not daytime. We also want to fill this canister right here with a bunch of ammonium like that. Now, we do not want to disturb any of the ground. We want to keep it as pristine as possible. So it's extracting it and we're not extracting it. If we extract it, we'll get about 20. If it extracts it, it's going to extract about 100 as well. Now, one of the things I want to do is I want to get this started, but we can't really get it started because we don't have any power plugged in. So we're going to use these little tables that we found, and one of these tables actually has a connection to it. So we can just go ahead and do this, and there we go. Now it has power, and we go ahead and turn it on. I love the sound of this thing. Listen. It's just so good. All right, so now it's going to start to extract it. Now we have one little problem of we need to get it to pull that extraction over here and then get it into our canister. We'll get to that in a bit, but our main thing here is we want to really up our power. So let's go over here and see how this is looking. No red connectors on that one. Usually it's on the side, by the way, if there is a good one. I don't see anything there, and I don't want to disturb this because I do want that to run. But something that we can do here is very easily just put our power connected. And let's say this way, a little closer. Oh, we unearthed it. There we go. We used our thing to extract. And that's part of the quest that we're on right now. This little side quest that we're doing. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just keep running along and chaining this stuff together. And then here's a little power thing that we can plug right in there. Very nice. Another battery. Again, these things these have their own like stands. You don't necessarily need a table for those. Like that. Now, the problem with this right here, our batteries right here, is that we really want to charge those up big time. But we don't have enough tables for this. Right? But we've got something right here, our little vehicle. And we can actually utilize our vehicle. We could have actually brought some of those other things to utilize as well. But we want to utilize our vehicle a little bit. And you know what? Let's go this way. Now what we can do is we can charge the vehicle, right? It's going to be directional. We can charge the vehicle like this, right? But we don't necessarily want to do that. What we want to do is we want to use the trailer here to add power in this direction, right? So we want to take this and connect it into here. Except for, as you can see, it's not letting me do that to connect into there. We'll try to pull this up. This is like the most awkward driving. Let's try this. I wanted to stop, but it didn't want to stop. But my fingers decided to press the wrong buttons. Oh my God. All right. Try this again. Like I said, awkward. My bad driving. Stop. There we go. Okay, so now we got it kind of primed. And now we can try to get it because it's just the length of it. Now notice it stopped. And the reason why it stopped is because it doesn't have any more power. But we put some solar there. And we take this solar and we put that here. You can see that all the power is red. And nothing's going on because there's no solar going on right now. And that's a bummer. But we can also put this little power thing in there. And what it's going to do is it's going to stop during the nighttime because it didn't backlog enough power for it to sustain itself at nighttime. And that's why we brought a bunch of batteries that we can use. But what we really need is we need another table here, right? That would be amazing to find another table. Now what we might want to do is just go ahead and take this off for right now. We'll put this down. I'll take one of my QRTGs and we'll go on a little adventure looking for another table that we can use. And I'm just going to kind of tool around nearby. Some more over there. Now, see, oh, look at that. Another one there. Oh, I see a table over this way. Bunch of tables. Now, I could just go back and make another table. But I'm going to show you that you can actually find resources. Now, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the cable plugs, right? Are there any that have cable plugs that we can just grab? Now, I could just go and grab some graphite and did all of that. But remember that this is a one-time plug only. Meaning that when you plug it in, nothing else can chain off of it. And that is going to be a problem eventually. You'll see it eventually. Basically, it dead ends the row. So in this case, I put that at the end. And then over here, we can put this onto there. And then over on this side, instead of chaining it, let's see, over there, we can put this from here, the battery on that. There we go. Got to go on the middle one. And there we go. So now that's acting as a battery, and we just basically use what we can find. All we need to do is find one more thing. Now, we do have this vehicle here that's kind of destroyed, but it doesn't have a connector on it, so it doesn't do us any good. Let's get that out of the way. In fact, let's just do a little of this. Cover that little hole up. Okay, back over here. You're like, Kismet, you can just use your QRTG. I absolutely could, but those things are way too valuable as using for your vehicles and stuff. Later on, you have a ton of them if you do the quests, but early game, totally not worth it. I don't think, anyway. So let's buzz on out here. See if we can find any other useful thing. We need one more table. Now, here's Kismet's law of gaming, everybody. When you're looking for something, can't find it. When you're not looking for it, oh my gosh, it's everywhere. And that is going to be the thing of this, because that was pretty easy to find those two tables. So I feel like this last table is going to be potentially pulling teeth. We'll see. We will see if it's easy or if it's hard. It's certainly not close by. And what I'm using scroll wheel to zoom out. And you want to seek the high areas, the high sand dunes here. Oh, there's one right over there. Oh, there's one with an actual solar thing on it. But does it have a plug? It does. Well, see, that doesn't really help us if you think about it, because now I want to take the solar thing with me and run it back to the base. So I could, again, package both of these and run them back, but I'm just going to manually run. You're like, Kes, we're going to run out of oxygen. Maybe. Oh, wait, I should bring my vehicle while I'm at it, too. This way, when I get where I'm going, I don't have to run all the way back to the vehicle. I can just take the vehicle back with me. Now, another thing that we can do, everybody, is we can try to push it back. And I've found that to be highly a bad idea, but we'll give it a go. What it does sometimes is it glitches out, and then it goes flying. Well, let's give it a go, because it's fun. Oh, God. Go this way a little bit, and then turn. Fingers, work with me. This is a terrible idea. Yeah, terrible idea. All right. Now, another thing we could try to do is take this and put it on our vehicle. And this is really fun. You got to center it just right. There we go. Get on the vehicle. And then just drive. And hope that you can get where you're going. Because it just falls off most of the time. So I find in the end, it's just easier just to do your thing here. Drive your vehicle up here. I'll probably just leave it here on the top. And then grab it. But again, packaging it is way easier. Because you can put both of these things in your backpack. You're just going to need some graphite. Or graphite. Not graphene. Graphite. Yep. Why not? Well, this is going to give us more power. So that's awesome. But not... Whee! A little sliding. But not really going to help us on our power. Because guess what? Now we've got another one of these that we can only plug in at the very end. But again, on your extractor, it's got a bunch of various extra plugs on the side here. Now we could just take this one off and then put our battery there. But now we're on a mission. Now we are on a mission. Oh, wait, no, actually, just dawned on me, we're actually done. We're actually done. You know why? Because we can put it on the front of our vehicle. We just put the battery there. And GG. Because if I go looking for more, guess what? I'm going to find some more of those things. Now, that's the luckiest I've ever gotten with that many solar items. Just randomly around the world. That's pretty wild. All right. Last piece of the puzzle here. Back that up right in there. Whee! Grab my QRTG. Plug that into there. Grab this over here. And now we got to do this, everybody. We have to put this here, like this, and then this one back here. And the reason why is because this is going to be running into this battery. But the problem is that the problem is, there we go. The problem is that this battery is going to be used up as well. And it's not going to get any of the power from the other ones over here. So the smart idea is to take your thing here and do this. And that means that it's just taking the power and running it into the batteries, which is what you want it to do. You don't want it to have the battery over here where all the rest of that power cannot get to the battery. That's why I don't like directional items. That's why I don't like those extenders. I like it to have power in both directions so that could reach it if I put it there. But in this case, why do you keep disconnecting? Stop doing that. Stop disconnecting. It's freaking me out. It's probably because it's rolling downhill just ever so slightly. All right. We'll go ahead and let that power all of that. Look at that. That's good to go. Now we have the problem of, hey, Kismet. Oh, wait. No, we do need another table because we need our thing that's going to pull that out of there. But that's okay. We'll go make one. But what I need to do is I need to get it to grab the ammonium and then put it into the canister as well. So we kind of solved most of those problems, but we're still going to end up with needing a table. And then we can clean all this stuff up that's just laying around here anyway. So let's head back. Yeah, let's head back and get ourselves a table, and then we'll come back. And now we got our beacon there, so it's easy to find. Now you'll see there's a green beacon. Yeah, it shows you right in outer space. Then back to our primary planet, which is conveniently nearby. Make it go a little faster. Must go faster. And we're back. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and make ourselves another platform like that. I love how it just drops the stuff out of the ground. All right, we need some resin. Where do we put that extra resin? Compound organic. Right there. And there we go. Easy peasy. Fill that up. Good to go. How are we doing down here? Did this finally finish? This is, oh, look at that. Now we got max plastic as well. So max rubber, max plastic, looking good. We want to get max aluminum, but collecting copper is pretty involved. Not too bad on your starter planet here. You can actually find it up in the mountains quite often. Sometimes you have a little bit. Sometimes you have a whole lot. More often, a little bit. You don't have a lot. It's really hit or miss, I find, with copper. Now let's go right over here because we've got some quests to turn in, or a quest to turn in, for printing an extractor and then using an extractor to do it. And we're going to get a large resource canister. And this thing is a beast. You can just see by its silhouette, it is huge. We're going to take that with us as well. All right, so there's one of them there. You know what? Let's make another one. Might as well. Having a little fun jumping around. And this is our goal today, everybody, to get this extractor fired up and working. And then we're just going to let it rock, do its thing. We'll get it going here. Look at that, 1 year and 5 months. Nice, Mr. Pickles. How you doing? Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Checking out how long you've been in the stream. A very long time, looks like. Very long. Almost 3 years now. 5 months, 19 days, yeah. 2 years, no, 2 years. 1 year and 5 months, yeah. 1.5 years, there we go. Brain. Sometimes my brain don't fire correctly. All right, I think that's good enough. How many more things we got? 5 more launches. You know what? Let's be smart about it. Walk over here and look for where I put them gases right here. And I also have some hydrazine sitting over there. I remember seeing it earlier. Oh, okay. Well, don't go on there. There we go. Now we got 13 launches. Awesome. Let's go. Let's try to finish this up so I can take a break, get some food. Then later on, we'll come back and we will play some New World, do some kistography. Where you at, Caldor? There you are. And this is called a hydrazine thruster. The hydrazine thruster is great because you can reuse it. You just need to make fuel for it. The whole point of what we're doing right now is to make an endless source of hydrazine using our extractors. Now, I don't use extractors typically in the beginning on low-level materials because I can just make those in the thing. And I could make hydrazine as well. But the problem is that it just burns a ton of resources, and it's not really worth it. All right, so you guys saw a little bit of how you can scavenge for it, and then also you guys can see how we're going to do that. Now, we're going to clean this up a little bit, everybody. We're going to go ahead and try to get all of our power over here. We're going to say, you know what? Thanks for nothing. We're going to go ahead and move this over here as well, and we're just going to have a giant kind of power collector. Now, I also brought this thing over here on purpose, this little thing, so we could use that as well for all of our smaller power here. There we go. All of our smaller power can go on here. We could put our batteries there. And instead of just running it, you know, along the ground there, which we don't really need to do. And there we go. We eliminated that one. We eliminated the need for our vehicle there as well. And now this one's really going to get popping. There we go. And right over here. Now these batteries I'm actually going to move over to this side. At least some of these. Oh, I forgot the auto arm. I knew I was going to forget something. Those over to there, and we brought the big boy right there. I should have grabbed me an auto arm. I'm going to take this off. Put that up there. And then we're going to put this battery in the back and GG. Now, all we really need is that, so we're going to go ahead and take this off, throw that away now. We don't need that either. And this one over here, we can just go ahead and keep that right there on the front of that to help out. Take this one off. And there we go. We don't need any of those. Okay, very nice. Now, we need that auto arm, which I foolishly forgot. And we're going to take this canister back with us because we don't need to leave the small canister here because we're going to use the big canister. All we need is one more thing, an auto arm. But I forgot. My bad. But no worries, we got plenty of hydrazine, and we're going to have a whole bunch of it here in a minute. I really feel like about this point in the game, I always kind of stop what I'm doing so I can get that hydrazine going. Because otherwise, you're just always out of hydrazine. You're always out of ammonium. And each planet has this like thing that you can collect. And there's some planets that overlap as well. They overlap in what resources you can get on them. All the basic resources are there on every planet, like resin and compound and organic. All right, we got that. And you know what? I even got an auto arm I'm not even using. Right over here. Actually, several of them. Again, I like to reuse my stuff as opposed to make more of them. Like, I'm not even using this one right here. Oh, we're hurting for power. There's something wrong there. Look at that. See how this is hurting for power over here, but this is not? Yep, just as I thought. See that? Those are there for a reason. Those are there so when you see that, you know something's up. Right? Because I can see my batteries are full over there, but the rest of that was not working. And that's because somehow I accidentally clicked that thing. I don't know. I wasn't looking. But such is how it goes. Now, I could have, you know, went and made that into a package, but there's no reason to if you got space on your spaceship. Now all this stuff is working, and I can see it's still doing my research down here. I don't want my research to ever stop. I want to just keep automating that research down there. Look at that. We're at 7,000. We started at 4,000. We spent about 4,000. Now we're at 7,000. Looking sharp. Again, it's like passively collecting it all for me. Automatically just grabbing it from the little trees and then using the auto arm to move it and put it into the thing there. Into the research units. All right, launched another planet. Let's go. Thank you to Ken and also M1, I'm going to call you. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. As well. Okay, let's go to Caldor. Nothing but Caldor. Da, 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 da. Let's go. Oh, no, that's my Caldor song. And again, they made it so you orbit the planet faster so you can, you know, when you're trying to get to your base, because you always end up on the other side of your base for some reason. I find, most of the time. All right, it's nighttime again. All right, let's get our extractor arm. We're not getting very far right now because we're not grabbing the resource we need. I'm going to grab that resource. I'm going to put it right down there. I'm going to go ahead and just tell it to grab that. And then what we want to do is we want to wait and make sure that it is working. And I can give it a little bit of a nudge by doing this. You always want to wait and make sure that it's working before you leave. For sure. But see, at nighttime, because we don't have a lot of nighttime stuff like wind power, it's all based on sun power. It's not going to work very well at night. But the thing is, I can just set it and forget it, though. Once this is running, even if it's running at a slow capacity, it'll still continue to run and do the stuff that I want it to do. Now, while we're waiting for that to do its thing incredibly slowly, or for the sun to rise, let's go ahead and do one more battle here. Let's go. To battle! All right, let's do this battle. How much we at now? 66! All right, now we're getting funky. Now we're getting funky chicken up in here. Let's do it. Give you guys some range damage boost. Oh, this is going to be a good one. I got like over 100 units. Uh-oh. Protect Athena! Do not let them hit Athena at all costs. There we go. Oh, this got to be a close one. Oh, they blew up on our peeps and they still survived. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, good battle. All right, open the captain's chest. Give you guys some love. Akia, Reaper, the Shred Flex walking away with some loot. And Valrite, 17 kills is our MVP of that round. Now, we're going to pick this up later on, everybody. We got 2 more battles till we get to the end. Build up an extra token while we're waiting. We'll come back to that later tonight. All right, everybody. Now, here we are. Now, remember that the auto arm takes 1 power, and then this over here takes 8 power. So that's 9 total power that you're going to need. I think we have enough. We have 4, we have 8, 12 over there, plus another one over here. We got plenty. In fact, I kind of feel like I want to swap all this stuff. Let's put this back there, this here. There we go. Very, very nice. Now, this is going to run itself. Now, the problem is this is not grabbing that item and then putting it into here for some reason. But we'll go ahead and put one in there. And we'll see if it grabs the next one. Now, what it should do is grab that piece right there and then run it over here. Now, if you notice, there's some up on the top as well. So we might want to kind of nudge this a little at an angle, nudge it a little bit closer. So maybe that this can see those ones at the top. And then a little closer again, like this. Now, what I strongly suggest is so that it doesn't run into this problem, is to simply go like, oh, nope. Ah, God, I hate it when I do that. Oh, was that our optimum spot? I don't know, that's good enough. I just try to take this one off the top. There we go. Put that right there. Is to take something and put it up here at the top. I like to put a battery or an RTG later on. To prevent it from going up there. I don't want it to go up there. I want it to go into this canister. That's too far away now. Let's do that. Okay, so the ultimate goal is for this to grab it right here and then put it into this canister. And see, it's not doing it. Now, the problem is because this canister is so close, it's not actually hitting the canister in the center like it should. So we're going to need a little bit of help over here with one of these like this. So we're going to go ahead and back this up just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and take this, and we can't chain the power across, but we can bring the power back like this. And then we can go ahead and use this auto arm however we want. Angle it however we want like this. And then we got to make sure that it's going in the right direction, which actually I just realized is in the wrong direction. That's what the problem is. This thing is turned wrong. Like this. It's actually supposed to be like this. There we go. Now it's working. Basically, you got to watch out. The green is where it's coming from, and blue is where it's going to. So we could have used that, but there we go. We good. And then this to here. Keep our vehicle nice and charged up. Oh, wait, no, we got a thing on the end of the vehicle, so we're going to go that way. There we go. And now this is styling. It's going to go ahead and take care of itself, but again, you always want to wait for it. You want to watch and see if it's working. Let's get our QRTGs back. Another thing I suggest you do is you put stuff on the back so your stuff doesn't end up back there. Now it's not required to have the vehicle, so now I can just keep the vehicle nice and charged as well. Or use the vehicle as a battery. That's another thing. See, it's actually got a battery built into it, so it'll act as a little bit of a battery. You can see during the daytime, look at that. Those batteries are full. Very, very full. Wait a minute, I thought we had 4 batteries. Where'd our other battery go? On the top. Up there. See, look, I forgot already. Yeah, so 4 batteries, good to go during the daytime, and then it will run a little bit during the nighttime. And it should have enough power because it only needs 8. Now, it takes a while. So you don't want to stand around here and wait for it all day, but you definitely want to watch it to make sure that it does it once on its own. Right? Like it extracts it, then the arm grabs it, and it puts it in the canister. Right now in the canister, we got about 5 of them. And this will extract like 100 of them. So you don't have to even worry about it. You just leave it here. And eventually we'll come back with RTGs, which will give it an infinite amount of power. We won't even need the solar power and all of that. And then it will run day and night. It'll just keep going and going and going. which is awesome. So I grabbed it, put it up there. GG. All right, it's working. See, now it went up to 6. Okay, that's it. We just leave it as is. Now we get in our vehicle. We come back another time. And back to our home world. Yes, direction of arm. Yes, I figured it out, Mega View. I figured it out. It's always something like that, that you have the direction, turn one way or another. But I feel like my favorite part, by the way, no backseat gaming unless I ask you. My favorite part is the problem solving. Is to figure out if it's that particular thing. And then when you figure that stuff out, you go, oh, okay, that's what it is, right? That's my favorite part of any game. Especially these type of games here, where you're trying to, you know, problem solve what you're working on. All right, there we are. We're back. We're ready to rock. As you can see, we got a little bit of a base going on. Again, remember, I played through the game all the way through many, many times. Literally hundreds and hundreds of hours. Been playing it since it released. Absolutely fantastic game. We played every single Tuesday for the most part. And again, very, very fun. Now, look at this. We could just go ahead and clear all this off now. You're like, Kismet, you get more if you put it in the thing. Yep, I am familiar. But I don't really care because it's going to automatically do it for me. So that's what it's doing right down here. Now, these sitting over here don't do me any good. Right there. But this is just going to automatically, I've set up a whole system down here that automatically grabs all these. And you can see I've got more than enough. And just feeds it in there infinitely. As long as I got a little bit of power, that'll just keep going and going and going. And of course, you go to the higher end planets, you can set up the same thing in those higher end planets, and we will do that. We'll get to Aatrox eventually, and we'll have it just doing this same thing. But instead of it doing just a little bit like this, 33, it will be doing them way longer, and it'll be like 750. And then some of the bigger ones you can get are 7,500, which run about 45 minutes. You can just let those run as well. But sometimes I play where I go and I get it out of the extractors and I put them in there. I manually put them in there. And then sometimes I play where it auto grabs all the stuff for us, which is fun. I feel like either way is a valid way and very enjoyable way as well. Okay, so now we need to make another extractor. So we're going to go ahead and set this to extractor to kind of remember what we're working on next time. We also need to work on methane, which I have this written down. Methane, more power, larger tables in the high-end drill bits. And we're also going to work on more extractors. All right, we're going to get into all of that later, but we had to spend some time kind of optimizing our base for production, and I think she looks great now. Yeah, look at that. We have 2 full jars of plastic and rubber. We don't have to worry about that now. We're going to work on that aluminum and copper when we come back, and we're going to be adding more of them, where it's going to get even more tricky because it's going to start to extract gases. And then we're going to need to work gases in on that auto production, where it grabs the gas, puts it in there. It also puts the base resources in there, and then extracts the final product and puts it in a container. We'll get to all of that next time. But right now, we're going to go ahead and head on over to my office. Let's go. All right, everybody, it's that time to show you guys some love. Let's get you guys in here. There you are. All right, awesome. Let's go ahead and go 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 caps for making it all the way to the end of the stream. See these games behind me, everybody? I played every single one of them on stream. That's why they're there. You're welcome. Then also, we're going to go ahead and play games all week long. I hadn't had a chance to update my schedule. I was so busy with taxes this weekend, but I'll try to update it maybe later today. But it's going to be pretty much the same. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to play Astroneer, Satisfactories, Fallout 76, of course, during the day. And then, of course, at nighttime, some New World all week long. We're going to do some Kistography tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to work on some more quests. And then we're going to do some team random events with my crew. And then also the same thing on Saturday. And then on Sunday, or Saturday night, there we go, Saturday day. Saturday night is going to be, of course, 7 Days to Die. So it'll be pretty much the same. Right there, of course, I can put it in the chat for you as well. Now, right here, I want you guys to do me a quick favor. If you've never run over there yet, or you just haven't got around to it, take a quick moment right now. It does help support the stream tremendously. If you go ahead and follow those links, go over there to youtube.com/KismetBP, hit that subscribe. Then jump over there to the Twitter, do the same thing over there, twitter.com/KismetBP, hit that follow button. Remember, the more you do this, the more giveaways I get to do. here in the stream. And I've got a ton of them to do. I need to get to that. I keep forgetting. And then right here, Kismet.gg. Check out my Discord. Check out the website. As well, discord.gg/Kismet and Kismet.gg. You can check out all my studio equipment, how I make all this cool 3D animations and things of that nature, what equipment I use and software I use, and even cables and other fun stuff that I use, like little oil to keep your fans nice and oiled on your computer. You can check all that out on Kismet.gg. Now, you're like, Kismet, I laughed, I cried, I had a fun time today. I'm ready to show some love on the Kismet Love Train. Well, pop on over to patreon.com/Kismet. And that is the best place to support, because remember, 95% of it goes right into the Kismet Love Train, 5% goes to Fee, and none of it goes to me. It all goes right back into the stream, everybody. So thanks for that awesome support. Right there. Now that's it for me, everybody. Bye-bye, everybody. That's it for me, everybody. I'll be back in about, 4 hours from now for my night stream. This is my day stream. So I'm going to be doing a night stream and hanging out doing some kistography for a while. And I will see you all then, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye, everybody.
Hi, this is Norbert. Thanks for watching. Press the subscribe button. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. Help support more videos just like this one and keep the Kismet Love Train a-going by dropping by my Patreon and showing your support. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Big thanks going out to Resident Spike, Riverdog, Rotisserie G, JC Hunter, and AMZ. Click to watch more videos, and I'll see you next time.